go to the YouTube and see if this thing is rolling. Let me see if I can do full screen here. We got the full screen. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh shit, and it is live on the YouTube. All right, see if you can see this thing on the YouTube, but it's looking like we are live and direct. Shout out to YouTube. What's going on? Welcome, welcome. This is episode 10, so let me edit that real quick. We did episode 9 last week. This is episode 10, and it's going to be week 2. Week 2. Yeah, buddy, we got a lot to talk about. Can you do this? It was one of those joints. It was like, what can you do? What are we looking at here, bro? Like, that's what I don't know, bro. And it's not like college where it's like, all right, sometimes some teams come out flat, like Clemson came out flat. All right, there's no preseason in college. Like, you really start, boom, and go. Now you had 3 preseason games, bro.
Do something.
Yeah. It was like, you want to see a dead body? And then there was a picture of the Giants. Man, all the memes, bro. All the memes. It was wild. Worst team of the weekend. Because the Cardinals fought. The Cardinals could have beat the Commanders. But you know who could have beat the Cowboys? The Giants, bro. I guess we starting there. What's going on, guys? This is the Pro Football Rants show with Reggie and Joe. That's my man, Joe, to my left. What's going on, Joe?
Oh, yeah. What it do? Yeah. Go ahead and let that out.
Yeah.
I understand.
No, you don't. You don't understand this. There's no team that understands this. I know those teams have been beat down, but we were supposed to be competitive. Now, those 0-16 Lions teams, they weren't expected to be competitive, even though they had Calvin Johnson for a couple of those, which was wild. But they weren't expected to be competitive. Now, I got receipts, so you can't find anything that shows that I said that we were going to beat the Cowboys. Said the Cowboys beat us like 8 times in a row, especially during the opening weekend. They love doing the shit for like ratings, but the Giants fans hate it, the Cowboys fans hate it, but the networks love it. Whatever. It should have been the Miami Chargers game, which we predicted will be a fucking fire game, and that was the best game of the weekend, which it was. Anyway, we predicted that. We was like, this is a toss-up right here. Both of these are good teams, and that was the best game of the damn weekend. But no, that should have been the Sunday night game. You know what was? The Giants and Cowboys. And the Giants didn't show up. Now, I'm going to give myself some flowers. Joe gave me some flowers on this one too. I looked. None of the networks talked about it again. That's wild. None of the networks talked about, one, how the hurricane, the remnants of it was coming up the eastern seaboard. And it was going to rain the whole weekend, which it did. It didn't rain like a pour down here, but it rained the whole weekend. And the field was messed up. It was pouring down in Meadowlands. Plus, remember, the Meadowlands got this wind system where it's like swirling winds. And the Cowboys didn't give a fuck about it. They didn't. The Cowboys was like, all right, we here to play. Dak didn't waste no time when he was talking to the little sideline reporter. Said, yeah, we focused. And he wanted to get out of that conversation on the field. And normally I'm thinking that's bravado. Nope. The whole team played with that. So flowers to the Cowboys. Y'all look for real this year. I know it was one game, but you can give praise up for one game, and you can give rants down for what I'm gonna do to the Giants. That's what it was. Like they performed great. It wasn't just Parsons either. I know that's your boy. You from day one. Parsons. It wasn't just him. It was the other members of the line had success also. Yeah. Wasn't just Parsons. And normally just a one-man show, but nah, this was team effort. Gilmore making plays in his 12th season. You know, that shows that we all, because I remember when he was a rookie. I was like, what the heck? Yeah. I remember when he was a rookie. And I was like, wow. So, you know, Gilmore's still making plays. I think his brother playing. Oh, it is? Oh, I didn't even know he had a brother. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah. His brother named Stephen Gilmore or Stephen Gilmore.
Oh, okay. It's close. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, man, Gilmore played good. Bland has always been good. He's a great slot corner. He had a pick or a turnover or whatever. But anyway, because I turned the game off at halftime. I was chilling on the couch, and I was just sleepy. And I was like, I'm going to cut my game off, pay attention to this. But I ended up going to sleep. And I did that last weekend too. But I did that on Saturday also. I'm just going to put context, not because the game was trash, but I
Niggas
also
is
was asleep.
old. That's all it is.
Yeah,
I
I was
fall asleep
asleep
too.
during the Saturday games also. You know what I mean? It was weird. I don't know, man. I was just comfortable on my couch, chilling.
Yeah.
Anyway, but Giants lay the egg. Oh, real quick. Sorry. Cowboys played excellent. It actually could have been more than 40 points. They scaled off. Remember at halftime it was 26-0. They was
The
well
team.
on the way to 50 points. Because that average would have been 52 points, which would have been crazy. But yeah, man, Cowboys played great. All three facets of the ball. Dak didn't turn the ball over like that. Yeah, it was good. They played great. Giants, Saquon Barkley, for all the talking that you did, bruh. That fumble, crazy. For all the talking,
Crazy.
for all the talking, like wow. I'm gonna say this: Daniel Jones, did he play great? No, but I'm actually gonna take some words from Micah Parsons. I tuned into his podcast, and the Cowboys fans, they was foaming at the mouth, calling Daniel Jones trash for getting his $40 million. And I thought it was street code never to check a man's pockets, but I guess that doesn't relate to when the person is not on your football team, because that's supposed to be street code. But anyway, yeah. So media loves putting it out there that they hate that he gets $40 million, and Parsons was like, "Look, man, Daniel Jones is not a bad quarterback, and I'm gonna give respect to Micah Parsons." Because he didn't have to say that. He could have been immature like Kadarius Toney, who did an Instagram post talking about the Giants, even though he had his worst game on the opening weekend, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
So clearly Tony's still in his feelings because he could have just laid low. I mean, I sent you the memes. You know what I'm saying? Tony dropping the ball. And he still wanted to talk shit about the Giants. Well, Parsons didn't take that route. Parsons was like, look, he was under pressure. We did one simple stunts and we was able to get to him. And he put it more on the line because remember, it's the D line versus the O line. If any quarterback doesn't get protection, they're gonna have a bad day. And Parsons put it out there like that, and it was respect. Lots of Giants fans chimed in on the podcast and said, thank you for saying that, because people would just put Daniel Jones ain't worth $40 million. We got issues with our right tackle, Evan Neal. This is the second season that he can't block anybody. Like I said, when Parsons went to Andrew Thomas's side, whoever, I think it was, it's not Dexter Lawrence, but it's DeMarcus Lawrence, right? I think it was Tank Lawrence.
DeMarcus Lawrence, Sam Williams.
Yeah, everyone got pressure.
A couple guys.
Exactly. Yeah. So the only one that played good was Thomas, and I think Thomas got a little injured. It's not like season ending, but he got dinged up. But Glowinski got beat a lot. First sack was given up because Parsons came through the middle. That was Glowinski. He got beat up. Ben Brenderson got beat up. He's the right guard. Got beat up. And then of course Evan Neal, so right tackle. So even though we spent high picks, all four members of the line suffered. I mean, John Michael Schmitz gave up 2 sacks, and I know he's a rookie in his first game, but when you got picked, they penciled you in as a starter because you're coming in from one of them corn-fed programs. We know Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, them dudes are ready to play when they come out normally. Now I'm hoping, all you can do is hope, is that he licks his chops, because he also missed a couple of snaps where it would go past Daniel Jones. So he wasn't on time with the snaps either. All of those things are not in Daniel Jones's wheelhouse as far as him being a bad quarterback. Those are, they affect him, but people aren't going to put the blame because they like to do it on the number one target, which is Jones. A lot of that was messed up. Like I said, 1 out of 5 players played good on the line. So we got big issues. Like I said, week 2 for only the Giants is must win. I'm not going to say that about teams that lost like Scott's Bears. I'm not going to say it about anyone else. Week 2 has to be a win for the New York Giants, and it actually has to be impressive. If they can't do that, you're looking at what 3-14. You're looking at 5-12. You looking 2-3 wins because you got right after that San Fran. Then you got Buffalo. Now I'm hoping Josh Allen is probably not going to do what he did with the Jets, but he should be bounced back by then. I'm giving him some bail because he's a good quarterback. I think that was the Jets being a great defense. The Jets got a better defense than the Giants. We got a good defense. Jets got an all-time defense. It's really good. And I don't think Josh Allen, I didn't expect him to do that, but whatever. This is not about Josh Allen. Checked it off as one bad game, whatever. But the Giants, we don't got that. We got discount Josh Allen, which is Daniel Jones. He's like Walmart, not Walmart. It was Dollar Store. I don't know, Dollar Tree. I don't know, Eastover, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Version of Josh Allen. You know what I mean? So we in some trouble. Like, all the blame is to the coaches because we had a great offseason, right? Joe Shane making moves. We like, damn, we got some steals. But they didn't put anything together. Now, you can't blame it on the fucking rain. Like, you can't blame it on the rain. Because one thing about the Giants, we play in that stadium. We know it's not going to be good weather. It never is.
Y'all had the same issues on offense that the Falcons had. Our offensive line got their ass beat.
Yeah, they did. Now, Carolina do got some studs on the D line. Their weak is the secondary and linebacker a little bit, but their strength is definitely their line. Derrick Brown is a problem. Derrick Brown, yeah.
Derrick Brown and Brian Burns, them two.
They studs though.
Frankie Louisville.
Okay.
That linebacker.
Okay.
That nigga was everywhere. Bro, I promise you, this nigga was a menace. It was like, it didn't matter. Left side, right side, coming up the middle, he was everywhere. And it was like, we had to worry about him, but then Brian Burns would come and just dismantle our right tackle. Or Derrick Brown was saying just flinging our right guard, Chris Lindstrom, the best lineman we got.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was saying, tossing that man, he landed on his stomach like a baby. like, nah. Like, so y'all had the same issues we had on offense because the line wasn't protecting the way they were supposed to. So that limited what both offenses could do.
Yeah.
The only difference was our run offense is better.
Yeah.
Our running game is better. So
yeah, for sure.
That's what kept us in the game. Our run offense and defense.
Yeah.
Not even defense, Jesse fucking Bates.
I'll say this too is that Carolina gave y'all a game in the first half, and no one was really expecting that. Because it's the Panthers. Yeah. I mean, they had the number 2 pick. I mean, you're bad. Their D-line. Go ahead.
Bryce Young actually did look good.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take that from him. Like, he was leading them down the field. It's just he kept running into Jesse Bates, and Jesse Bates honestly was everywhere, bro. Like,
number 1 pick. Sorry about that. I said the number 2 pick. Number 1. Yeah, because they got Young.
Yeah.
And Texans got Stroud, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Bryce Young's issue was Jesse Bates. Like, he couldn't predict where he would. Jesse Bates played so fucking fast, I was surprised. I mean, he would start out as the deep safety and be the first person to make the tackle on a run play. Like, he was just everywhere. If Bates wasn't out there, Bryce Young would have toasted our ass. I'm not even going to hold you.
With Jonathan Mingo?
It was a little bit of everybody.
Okay.
It was Mingo. It was Hayden Hurst. Their run game.
Yeah. Hurst played good. Yeah, Hurst played good.
Yeah. So it was like, he wasn't doing a lot, but he was making the proper throws when they needed to be made. But his his main problem was Bates. Like Bates was just there. Like in run defense, he was there. Always first, second person in. In pass defense, he got the 2 picks. Like 10 shit. What he had? 10 tackles, 2 interceptions, and a forced fumble, and a couple pass deflections. And his first game as a Falcon.
Well,
So
he's always been good though. Yeah, Bates has always been
yeah,
good. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So
He's
he's not
always
like
been good.
yeah, he's always been good. See here that y'all
Yeah,
scored
that's why he
14,
got paid.
14 points in the fourth quarter. That's strong. And y'all didn't fall into the trap of losing to a team that y'all should beat. That's a good thing.
Yeah,
I don't feel
that's
y'all
the main
dominated, and
thing.
that's the thing. When I sent you the message,
Yeah,
remember what we talked about is I expected y'all to dominate them because one, you was talking cash shit, and I was like, all right, and we agreed to that.
yeah.
We was like, look, I'm gonna come on here, and if y'all don't dominate these dudes, if it's a squeak out, now it wasn't. Y'all beat them by 14 points. Cool. But I didn't expect that line to get beat up the way they did. Now the run games was good. Don't get me wrong, but the sacks on Ritter, I didn't expect that. So y'all, you got some things to clean up. Because remember when
That's what I'm saying. Like,
we talked and said that the linebackers was the weak spot of your team. We said that.
and
Nah,
and my man Troy Anderson was everywhere.
yeah,
Shout
the
out
linebackers
Troy
are not.
Anderson. Yeah,
It's the O line. It's the O
yeah.
line. It's not the linebackers. It's the O line. Yeah.
Nobody expected that O line to be the reason why the whole offensive game plan had to shift.
Yep.
Like, for one, in that first quarter, I'd say probably the first half, Arthur Smith's play calling was dumb as fuck.
Mm.
First quarter, initially, dumb as I don't know what the fuck he was trying to do. Like, he was thinking way too much. But once they realized that we had to stick to the run game, that's when shit started to go ahead and shift for them,
Mm-hmm.
which which led to the deep pass to Kyle Pitts and fucking Bijan doing what he did.
Yep.
Like Bijan gonna be a problem.
Oh yeah,
Them
both of
two,
them, both. Yeah, both. And
yeah.
that's why we was talking
But
good about the combos in the league, where we was talking about Jacksonville and how I like Tank Bisbee to be that
yeah,
counterpart to Travis Etienne. And then y'all got the same thing, and that now because people was scoffing at the pick because they felt that y'all could have got like another running back maybe in like the fourth or fifth round to complement
yeah,
Tyler, and then go for like maybe offensive line help. But y'all were thinking like, look, there's only one stud like A+ running back. Even though you like your boy Gibbs, to me he's not an A+. There's only one like Saquon level running back in this draft, and it's Bijan, and y'all selected him. And he went to Philly at 10. So you know what I'm saying. So it's like let's snatch him up now and go. And I like that
Rams,
combination. You know what I mean? I like
yeah, like
I want to go over the stats. Tyler had 15 carries for 75 yards. That's a pretty good opening day. And like I said, you splitting carries. So you got Bijan
yeah,
had 10 carries for 56 yards. Tyler had 2 touchdowns. So he's already in the running for for awesome offensive player of the year. You know, as he keep that average up. But Pitts had 2 for 44. That's a good super per catch average. Only on 3 targets, so he only got missed once. Matt Collins 3 for 31. I mean, yeah, that's okay. B. John 6 for 27. He has 6 receptions. That's crazy. So y'all already featuring B. John in both the running and pass game.
that's that's
Yeah,
why they took him because
man.
yeah, he's labeled as a running back, but we're not just gonna use him as a running back. Like he
Yeah.
was playing wide receiver, coming out the backfield, playing
Mm-hmm.
slot. Like that's how they envision him, and they can do that with him because they got Tyler Algier.
Yeah.
So if you see Tyler and Bijan in the backfield at the same time, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Y'all had a
that's a
couple of
problem in its
sacks.
own.
See, Lorenzo had a sack. That's what's up. And
Yeah,
Troy
he had a
had
big
point
sack.
five. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty good. Like I said, this was a good victory. You know, in the fourth,
It could
y'all
be
put them out
better
the
though.
way.
Like
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
they,
yeah, yeah. That's
yeah,
got to
they
be
can
better.
get better for sure.
Yeah,
Like
got to get
the
better.
offensive line got to, in the words of my man Juju off of TikTok, work on your shit.
Mm.
Right? Like that offensive line need to work on their shit. Like I don't know what the fuck that was. Prince
Yeah.
Lestrom, like you getting look. That's why I like the first 4, probably 5 years of a player's career because they actually be playing. But once
Mm-hmm.
they get paid,
Mm-hmm.
it's like once they
It
get
falls
paid,
off.
shit, yeah, they fall off. And I'm like, prime example at offensive line, Quentin Nelson for the Colts.
Oh, the Colts. Yeah,
His,
yeah. Talk. Why?
his,
People not gonna talk about it, but it's all good. They're not gonna talk about it. They not.
yeah, that's what I'm
They not gonna talk about
saying. But nah, like that offensive line need to work on their shit because I'm not saying Desmond Ritter didn't play bad. He just didn't have a chance.
it.
Like,
And that's why you said it was similar to the Giants because
yeah,
Jones didn't have a
because
chance.
Daniel Jones,
He was
he
under
didn't have a
blitz.
chance.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh,
So
yeah.
if you
It
give
was
them a
bad.
chance, they can get the ball out there. Like, but
All right, let me talk about these
shit can get
Giants
better.
and these stats real quick. Shout out to y'all Falcons. Y'all won. Same thing with the Commanders. Even though I felt like, why is it a game with the Cardinals? I don't think the Commanders look that good because you're supposed to destroy that team by 30 with Josh Dobbs getting there and he doesn't even know the names of his receivers. But yeah, the Cardinals was in that game, and then this was at FedEx, right up the thing. So it was kind of weird. And then also seeing Philly struggle with New England, I thought they was gonna stomp them. And New England was in that game, bro. New England was playing. They lost it in like late in the fourth, but it was late in the fourth. But the
I mean, they got some
Cowboys,
players on that defense too. Like,
yeah, but it's still the Eagles though. They supposed to stomp that team. I mean, that's the worst team in the AFC East, is it not? Dolphins better, but Bills better,
that's true.
Jets better. Like that's the worst
That
team.
is true.
You know what I'm saying? And honestly too, the Eagles supposed to be the best team in the NFC. So why are you struggling with the Patriots? I don't know. Like let's keep it a buck. They won. Shout out to them winning, but I didn't expect them to struggle. I was like, huh, what the fuck is this? But coach,
I've
you still
been
got Coach
saying
Bellinger.
Philly's main problem is they don't have a fucking running game.
Yeah,
Like their best running back is their quarterback.
yeah. Hey, look,
So
I'm gonna say this though. Say this: if Saquon keep playing like that, we in the same situation. Let me go to these stats real quick. Segway King, that's me. Saquon Barkley, 12 carries, 51 yards. Daniel Jones, 13 carries, 43 yards. Yeah. So you see how y'all actually use two running backs? We don't. We use a running back on a quarterback. Mike Breida only had 2 rushes for 9 yards. It ain't working. So we got some issues. Brightwell got a
but
curry.
Daniel Jones had more passing yards than Desmond Ritter. So
Nah, I don't think so.
Desmond Ritter had 115 passing yards.
Yeah. Yeah, he had more. I told you.
Exactly.
No.
My man,
Ritter had more. Let me show you Daniel Jones' stat line. Yeah, I know you didn't expect it either. Daniel Jones, 15 for 28. So that's bad right there. That's almost half your passes for 104 yards. 2 picks. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Tyrod Taylor got in the game. That's how bad it was. He was 2 for 2 for 6 yards. So those are like screen passes or whatever. I don't know what the fuck those were. Yeah. So Daniel Jones had a bad game. I explained earlier, Giants fans, what the real reason what that is. But offensive line guys, they're like, no one cares. Like, I don't get it. Like, yeah, Evan Neal,
wow.
Evan Neal needs to get his shit together. Remember, he was he was the 7th pick. K-Ball was the 5th pick. Evan Neal was the 7th pick. You got to get together, bro. Like, you looking like a bust if this happens the rest of the season. Like, he's not, listen, because I looked at it. He's not moving his feet. That's rule number fucking 1. If you don't have heavy hands as an offensive lineman, where you can direct the defensive lineman a certain direction, where you want him to go, if you don't have that, you at least got to move your fucking feet. He's a statue. Like, it wasn't even Parsons. That's the bad thing about it. If you're getting beat by Parsons, I expect it. He 253 pounds, running 4.3. Fuck. But you was getting beat by everyone else. Like, and he's 6'7", and it's weird because Evan Neal is not a fat 6'7". He's like a lean 6'7".
Yeah.
With stone feet, like he's not moving them. It's almost like, and it's weird. He went to Alabama, so I know you have coaching. Like Nick Saban and the offensive, they churn out dudes. I know you had coaching. You didn't go to like Maryland.
Listen to me. Like, just listen to me, okay?
Yeah.
Just listen to me. Because I know this for a fact. So, the Giants also, I told you this. The Giants also, y'all picked up Jalen Mayfield and put him on y'all practice squad.
Okay.
He came from us.
Okay.
If you see that y'all put him on the regular 53-man roster,
yeah,
just know nothing is going to get better.
Yeah.
He got the same fucking problems. He got stone feet. Yeah. That's why we let him go.
Yeah, I get it, bro.
Like, we gave him 3 years to get his shit together.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing. So,
nothing.
But he need to work on this shit.
Yeah, working on the shit is like, this was the worst game I've seen from the Giants. I'm not gonna say the worst game that the Giants been in. I think that was probably, you remember that game? I was in the military. It was my first year in the military. We played in a championship game against the Minnesota Vikings when they had Moss and Carter. And for some reason...
That's when we first moved around 1301.
Okay. For some reason, the Vikings was like ass that game when they were the favorites. They were 15-1 in the playoffs, hosting, and then we came up there, ragtag, group of guys. This was 2000. And because we lost to the Ravens bad. But we played the Vikings, and it was Curry Collins. This was before Eli, 3 years before Eli. This was Curry Collins, and we beat Randy Moss, Chris Carter, and the Minnesota Vikings 41-0. That was the...
Jason Sehorn had a good-ass game that game.
Yeah, he did, yes. It was weird, though, because it was like they were supposed to crush the Giants because they were the favorites. They lost one game. I'm going to say that was the worst one because it was also in the NFC Championship game. It was us versus them. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. And people was like, all Vegas was like, Vikings, Ravens, offense, defense. It was going to be big. And it didn't happen. They scored no points. It was weird. But we were like that. Like Graham Gano, who's normally accurate, Florida State, shout out to that. He missed 2. And I think those were the rain conditions because when you're hitting a wet ball, it's a lot different. Okay, cool. Yeah. But the line messed up everything. But then also, too, defense. Like, there's a whole other side. Our corners, it's like remember, I got to go with coaching. Like, people won't blame coaches, and it's so stupid. No.
I don't know why.
I don't know why. Because, listen, the first thing you got to do when you're Wink, and I understand Wink is the defensive coordinator, he's got people under him that coaches the positions. So whoever the fuck is the secondary coach, the cornerbacks coach, has to tell the young rookies, they're both rookies. Adori's playing a slot because people figured out he's ass. Play the slot, my dude. You play in the third corner. We always call that. He's just fast, and he got his second contract. Awesome guy. He makes no plays. Okay. So they finally figured that shit out and then said, okay, cool. Adore, you're going to play the slot. We're going to put this 6'3" corner from an HBCU ahead of you because you're that bad. So we put Trey Hawkins over there trying to turn him into a Seattle corner. But you got to be able to tell the rookies that you cannot bump and run after 5 yards. It's not rule number one, but it's got to be in the top 3. Because in college, you can mug them. In the NFL, you cannot. So Banks, our first round pick, boom, they get him on pass interference because he held him at 7 yards deep. And I'm like, yo, you can't touch him. You got to switch. First 5 yards, you get a quick jam, and then you back it up. We just had someone chime in. Thank you for who chimed in. Let me see who that was real quick. Chimed in. I can't even see the damn the things on the screen. But thank you for whoever either subscribed to the channel. Appreciate it. Watching and enjoying. Like I said, we live on the YouTube channel. Thank you, man. We gonna be talking about this for a little bit, man. But listen, you got to be able to coach that in the preseason and also in training camp. Like, you got to understand the adjustment. And they didn't do
rookies, you got to be able to do that shit in game. Yeah. You got to be able to remind them in game. Look, like in practices, this is one thing I learned.
Yeah.
In practices with corners, it's better to practice with some type of like boxing gloves on because you can't grab the receiver.
You can't grab the receiver, yes. Mm-hmm.
You cannot grab the receiver at all.
That's great coaching.
You can't grab nothing.
That's great coaching. You can't grab.
So,
and he was holding. And then Hawkins did it on the other side. I like them as the starting corners. Don't get me wrong. But you got to coach them. You got to coach them.
Hey,
listen. So, look, Cooks was cooking Hawkins, which he should because Hawkins is a 5th-round pick from, like, Hampton or ODU or whatever. And then, who's on the other side of, CeeDee Lamb was cooking Banks because Banks was holding past 5 yards. Anyway, so the coaching was abysmal. So, number one rant goes to Brian Daboll. I think you celebrated. It looked like we didn't study. We didn't do no summer reading. We didn't do anything. We were just tricking off. You know what I'm saying? Doing on the boats, whatever. Doing the off season when the Cowboys, they was in the dungeon grinding. Jerry Jones had his whip out and it was whipping them boys. They got scars all over their back and shit. And they came out mad and angry. And they took it out on the Giants. Let me tell you. And everything went wrong. Everything went wrong. We got injuries. We didn't score. We didn't play defense. They're starting Justin Pinnock and not Landon Collins. You dumb motherfuckers, bro. You know I'm gonna go off. Yo, what do we? It was one of those type games, bro. So look, listen. if we look like that versus the Arizona Cardinals, it's over, bro. It's over. I can't go. And look, the Cardinals played. No. You can't say that. You're dealing with the Giants. You're dealing with the Giants here, man. Listen.
They're purposely trying to lose. They just played against.
No, they not. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, they're not purposely trying to lose. You know who was purposely trying to? We're trying to get Caleb Williams because that's what we look like. We were tanking. We said we played Daniel Jones, but maybe he's got something in his contract to where if you don't get like 12 touchdowns, then we forfeit the remaining 4 years of your deal or some shit. We just Caleb Williams. We said, fuck it. I don't know. But yeah, it looked like we played like we thought the Cardinals was going to play. That's what happened. We're the Arizona Cardinals. They have all the reason to tank. Listen, the Giants are the worst team in the NFL. Look, there's power rankings out. I have not looked at them. I've stayed hidden. I guarantee we're number 32. I'm going to look this shit right now. I'm going to look this joint up right now. I guarantee we're number 32. Let's look up. NFL Power Rankings. I guarantee we're number 32. You might not be able to see the list, Joe, but I'm going to put it up for the YouTube folks to see it. Let's click on this. I've never looked at it. I'm telling you, folks, I've never looked at it. Let's check it out right now. I guarantee the Giants are number 32. We played the worst. And I didn't expect it. Did I expect a loss? Yes. I expected like a 20-27 loss to the Cowboys, or maybe even 20-30. Or you know what? We lose. We score a little bit of points, get some talking points to go into week 2, and we got to dominate Arizona. Man.
Y'all had a donut. I ain't even.
Yeah, and
That shit
listen,
threw
and
me
it was a bad
off.
donut. I could see if it was a donut where we were able to drive down the field, we miss a field goal, Jones throws a pick or two in the end zone, but we're fighting, but we can't get out our way. This was we quit, we laid down. I don't get it. Like the only one play hard was Waller. Waller was catching some passes, and I was like, "You the new dude. What happened to the dudes that was in the playoffs? What happened to the dudes that had no reason to beat Minnesota but found the way to win? What happened to that
There's
squad?"
no real leader in that locker room.
Yeah,
Saquon don't give a damn. He don't give a damn because he ain't got paid. So you
yeah.
know he just dead.
He just there,
Darren
man.
Waller just got there. So
No way.
yeah.
No, we're not number 32. What the fuck?
I told you.
Yo, it's no way. Yo, listen, Joe,
See?
you watched, if not all the games. We played the worst. Like every team scored, except for the Giants.
But y'all played a good team too.
We played a great team, but listen, hold on now. Here's what I'm trying to say. Both of those are playoff teams. Like, and it's not just like we got in the playoffs and we lost. The Cowboys beat the Buccaneers with Tom Brady, and we beat the Vikings. Both these teams went to the second round. That says a lot for all the flack that now that it's 0-1, and these teams that are non-playoff teams like the Falcons are going to say, "Oh, we're better than this." Half of them teams weren't playoff teams. Like we actually won the game, and the same thing with the Cowboys. They won their playoff game. Like you got to show that you're in competition. Like I don't get it. Anyway, it says here that power rankings the Giants are 25. Do I agree with that? No. They said 0-1. They said the number 24.
I'm about to say y'all probably higher than that.
No, it says we're 25. Say we're the 25. I don't get it. We started the preseason ranking 16. I thought that was fair, but I think we should be 32. Like I think every team played better than the Giants, including the ones that lost. Now they got the Broncos 0-1 at 26. I think the Broncos play better than the Giants. Pat Surtain himself. Tennessee Titans. Now, like I said, I don't know what Tennessee's doing.
And you know they are ass.
Yes.
There's nothing good about them except just
But King Henry had another big stiff arm though, because he sunned that motherfucker to the ground. I said, why you keep going high? Stop going high on Henry. But he went high and he got him to the ground.
I don't understand. Like y'all don't see them little ass legs.
Dog, you don't see the muscles?
Yo,
yeah, it was stupid.
I'm gonna fuck his shoes up.
That's why you get him down. But I don't get it, but I stiff arm to oblivion. So I said, oh, King Henry's back at least. I just don't know what they're doing. How do you have 3 first-round pick quarterbacks? Not first round. Was it first round? I don't know. I don't know if Willis was first round, but 3 quarterbacks on your roster.
Willis was picked right after Desmond Ritter. Like the pick after Desmond Ritter.
Ritter was second round, right?
Ritter was third round.
Oh, third round. Okay, cool. Third round. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get what they're doing. Like I said, there's teams that need a quarterback, like the Jets. Tannehill should have been way out the way. Plus, he's a veteran. He should have been gone. I don't get it. And then you start one of those 2 rookies. I mean, you're gonna be trash anyway. Plus, you got to give those rookies time to pair up with Treylon Burks. Like you have to do that. He's your young receiver.
And he's ass.
Listen, the team is ass minus Simmons. Simmons played. We call Simmons a beast. He had another big sack. That big motherfucker be getting to it. And then Henry. Like those are the 2 good pieces on your team. But you're gonna be ass because why are you still going with Tannehill? He showed you what he is. This is like his 8th or 9th season, by the way. He showed you what he was enough for you to still select a quarterback in this year's draft after selecting a quarterback in last year's draft. Right there should have told you your coaching staff and your GMs knows that Tannehill ain't it. I don't get it.
But they also know that the quarterbacks that they drafted ain't it either. And they not
But that
even better than Tannehill right now.
that
So
shows
why
one.
would
That shows one that their scouting is off. Why? I don't
that's
got.
a good thing to just I
Yeah,
get on
it's
Madden with they ass and just clean house.
clean
Like,
house. Yeah,
oh
you do
yeah.
that anyway. But they got Tennessee. They got Tennessee as 27. They said the best debut performance was Arden Key. He had a good game. But
Yeah,
yeah,
he did. I ain't even gonna hold you.
yeah,
He played
yeah. They got the
well off.
Panthers at 28. Like I said, I'm gonna give the Panthers some bail. I think the Panthers played hard against y'all. I think they showed heart where the Giants did not. Why is the Carolina 28 and the Giants is 26 or 25? I don't get it. The Carolina played. They showed
Mhm.
something. They just was playing a better team. Anyway, all right, man. Hayden Hurst, 5 catches, 41 yards, and a touchdown. Good game. I mean, that's what you want from a tight end. Yeah. Yeah. Chicago, like I said,
Remember
Scott's
that
team, they got
I'm
Chicago
about to
29. Um, they said the best debut performer was Roscoe Johnson. 5 rushes, 20 yards, and a TD, 6 receptions for 35 yards. So it looks like Chicago,
oh yeah,
they got
yeah,
some nice
Roshan.
good stuff right there. Yeah, Roshan
Yeah,
Johnson.
Roshan.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had a nice game. He had a nice ass game.
yeah. But anyway, but they got smacked down by Green Bay, 38-20. So, but at least they showed something. I wish we scored 20. How about that? Anyway, I think Chicago should be higher than the Giants. Like, and the Colts. Um, I think the Colts should be higher than the Giants. I don't
Now the
know.
coach actually played. Like they had a couple picks.
All these teams played, Joe. Like you watch the games. One team
Yeah.
didn't come out of the locker room. These other teams played. People gonna lose. Teams gonna lose. It's gonna be a winner and a loser unless it's a tie game. And if it's a tie game, both them teams came to play. The Giants didn't show up at all. Why is that? Why I don't get. I don't agree with ESPN's rankings. The Giants should be 32, and then you work your way up. There's no way the
I mean,
Giants, all these
but we
teams.
never agree with their ranking. Like we
I don't
never
get it.
agree with their ranking.
I
Like
don't
they
get
done
it, bro.
had us. They've had us ranked with 29th or 30th all off season because we didn't go get Lamar Jackson. So
No, it
I
wasn't that,
never
bro.
agree.
It wasn't that, bro.
No,
Like y'all
no,
got
no,
it's the
no,
passing
no,
offense too. It's a part
bro.
of that too.
It's the
But,
media, bro.
bruh, come
The
on, man.
media.
Come
The
on.
media wanted the Falcons to go and get Lamar Jackson. That's what they
Yes.
wanted us to do.
Listen,
And
I'm with
because
you
we
on
didn't
that,
do
but it's
that,
not just that too. Y'all got weak points to your team. I know you a blind Falcons fan.
nah,
Y'all got weak
nah,
points.
no, we do. Yes, we
Yeah,
do.
that's why. That's
Yes,
a
we
part of it
do.
though. That's a part of it.
No, that's the bigger part of it.
Okay, we can say that's semantics.
Nah,
Size, okay, cool. But I'm saying that's a part of it too. Y'all still building things. They got y'all ranked 23,
yeah.
and y'all moved up from 28. Best debut performance was of course Jesse Bates. Crazy game. Oh shit! Also one of the biggest safety contracts in league history. So y'all paid him a lot to come to down, and it showed, which was
Yeah.
awesome. It showed.
That,
Yeah.
that's what I kept
Um,
saying. Money well spent.
yeah. You did say that in the offseason.
Money
Anyway.
well spent.
So they
Fuck
got
that.
y'all 23. That's weird. We're only 2 places behind y'all, which, like I said, I don't agree with. Um,
It's the media, bro.
they got the they said the best debut performance. That's how bad the Giants were. Was Deontay Banks. He had a tackle, 1 tackle, 2 targets, defensed, and that's it. That's abysmal, but whatever. I don't get it. Like, if that's your best debut performance, then we definitely should be 32. I don't get it. Like, I've seen the Cardinals play much harder than the Giants. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know. And no one expects the Cardinals to play good, like play hard. Nobody, especially without Kyler Murray. I don't get it. Anyway, so if we lose to the Cardinals, right, the battle of the bad squads. Hopefully it's a 1 o'clock.
Do you think?
Go
Do
ahead.
you think? Do you think y'all will actually lose to the Cardinals?
Yes. There's a chance for us to lose because, listen, from what they showed me, is nothing. Like there's nothing there. Me and you started out the pod in saying any quarterback that doesn't have line help is not going to have a good game. All right? We seen your team say, you know what? We got 2 stud running backs. Let's use them. Even though we don't have the passing game, because y'all don't. Y'all don't have the passing game the way y'all need it to be. There's nothing showing there. But we can do these. We can dump it out the backfield to run it about our stud running backs, and they're going to have the attempts. That's another thing, too. I looked. Double-digit attempts for both the running backs. At least y'all said, you know what? We confident in doing this. The Giants didn't even show that. And the Giants could have. Listen, the Falcons was the best running attack last year. Guess what the Giants was? I'm going to give you a minute to guess.
Middle of the pack.
No, we were number 3. Crazy, right? Crazy. No one would have ever fucking thought that. Yes. You got to think about it. Saquon had 1,300 yards. And then Jones had 700. That's 2,000 yards. Do the math. So they had a 2,000-yard offensive set with Saquon and Jones. So listen.
But
that's not. Wait,
hold
on. No team does. No team does, but teams do it. Like I said, who was the Eagles' number 1 running attack? It was Hurts. By far.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying?
But they don't want that.
Wait, but also in Buffalo, guess who led Buffalo in rushing? Josh Allen. See what I'm saying?
Because he's a dickhead.
Listen,
like, he's a dickhead.
Teams, certain teams that got their same thing with Chicago. Who led Chicago in rushing? Fields. Fields had 1,000 yards, by the way. Crazy. Anyway, so listen. I feel the Giants also don't have a choice. I think they're going to go with Saquon being like close to 2,000 yards all-purpose, and then they're going to bank on Jones having like 3,000 yards passing and 600 to 800 yards rushing. I think they're banking on that. And remember where Dayball comes from. What's the?
All right. Be honest with me. Those stats are stats of a $40 million quarterback.
Yeah. What do you mean? Josh Allen's a $40 million quarterback. Lamar Jackson. What do you mean?
So 3,000 passing yards and 600.
About 7. Right? Six between 600 and 800 yards rushing. I say yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. He didn't have the touchdowns. He didn't have the touchdowns that those other quarterbacks will put up. But the yards, because remember, you just mentioned yards rushing and yards passing. I would say, yeah. It could be better, too.
I'm only asking because these are the same stats that are being predicted for Desmond Ridder.
But listen, remember, like I wish Scott was able to come on. In the chat, I corrected him. He was like, Ritter's some ass. I said, nope. Me and Joe, from day one, we said, Ritter's good. We seen him do what he did at Cincinnati, and I still go by with that. This is his first season to show it. And it's going to take some time. Now, you've noticed you've never heard me come out of my mouth and said Ritter's ass. I know what he is. He's going to have a similar trajectory to how Matt Ryan was. Serviceable quarterback, going to start many years, and if there's a quarterback that flashes better than him, he's going to be a great backup quarterback. But he's not going to be, his floor isn't low. It's going to be right there. And that's Ridder. He's going to be dependable. That's Ridder.
And in this offense, that's all they need him to do.
Yes. Yeah, so like I think it's not a good comparison because I think Ridder having those stats is excellent because he's got two things. He's got a stud receiver when London, and then you got a stud tight end, and you got two stud running backs. So the offense is there. It's the other pieces. Like I said, the line. Y'all need some line help. With the Giants, I think they were kind of modeling something similar when, okay, let's go out and get, when healthy, third best tight end in the league. You could say fourth. Fuck it. Fourth best tight end when healthy. Fourth best. Cool. We agree on that. And then we got one of the best running backs in the league when healthy. Okay, cool. We got that. And then they did sacrifice some first round picks. Remember, it's 3 first round picks on that line. It's up to them to actually play like it. Now, it's JMS's first game, so I'm not gonna knock him on that. I know my first time in anything in new role, I'm struggling. It takes me time to pick shit up, so I'm not gonna knock that. Get it together. Take your time. It looked bad. It looked worse than what I thought it should look. But Evan Neal, he's the key thing. If he doesn't play good, then there's no way we win a game. Like any DN. So it's got to be like that. Now look, the Giants have been fumbling for 5-6 years when it comes to developing their guards. They picked in the 3rd round. They picked Ezoku from North Carolina. He played with Sam Howell on that line. They didn't develop him. They picked Matt Pert from Connecticut in the 4th round. They didn't develop him. You see what I'm saying? These are like 3-year Giants now. They've been with the team 3 years. They didn't develop him. Then you got Brenderson from, I think, Cincinnati. He's old in the tooth. You think he's going to be the veteran presence, but he's not looking good. He's looking like a liability. And the same thing with Glowinski. So it's like those are your left guard and your right guard. Your interior line, you got a rookie playing center, right? So he's going to develop and hopefully be great down the line. But you got 2 veterans at your guard positions and then 2 like first, second year players. Well, this is Thomas's 3rd year and this is Neal's 2nd year. But those white, big, chunky, corn-fed guys as guards are ass. And those are kind of supposed to be your dependable guys when your first year, second year, third year guys on the outside get it together. So the Giants got like fundamental problems. And then let's talk about pressure. Hold on, because like I said, you wanted me to talk, and I didn't talk anything coming into this game. I didn't make a video. This is gonna be my video right here for the YouTube channel talking about the Giants. They got fundamental problems. Like it's serious, bad. Because it wasn't just Parsons. If Parsons had 5 sacks, I'd be like, fuck it, Parsons, that dude. It's more egg on my face, more flowers for Joe. I got no problem with that. And I even told you I gave him credit because he talked this shit in the game, rightfully so. But after the game, he said, nah, look, you're not putting it on the dudes I beat. Like, I smacked that line around. Of course, Jones don't got no time because they didn't block me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah. Kayvon, no sacks, 1 quarterback pressure. Dak looked clean. So that's another thing, too, is like, all right, man. Yes, Zach Martin is a probably Hall of Famer. Love me some Zach Martin. Same way I love Travis Frederick when Travis Frederick was their center in Dallas. I like them boys. I've always liked Martin. I've always liked Frederick. I think he had a heart condition or something. He had to retire early. Dude, the rest of that line, now, of course, the Smith boys, great. But no sacks? None? It's an issue, bro. Like, so it's some problems. It's some problems, man. It's some problems. So the defense played terrible. The offensive line, offense played terrible. You can see in their interviews after the game, they just looked defeated. And it was weird. It was not like.
Did the defense really play that bad? Because Dak only had 143 passing yards.
You're right. I feel
nobody had more than 70 yards rushing for real. Tony Potter had 70 yards rushing.
2 touchdowns.
So yeah,
2 touchdowns.
He had a good game. Yeah,
2 touchdowns.
Outside of that,
come on, man. 2 touchdowns. 6 carries for Rico. Rico who? You know what I'm saying? Rico has 6 carries for 24 yards. That's bad. No. Turpin had 3, but Turpin's like 5'7". Deuce Vaughn 5'5". Dak didn't even have to run the ball. Come on, bro. Like that's it. Look, go within the numbers.
143 passing though.
You're right, but they didn't need to.
Like
he could have had 300 if they really wanted to score 50 on us, bro. And that's how the game went. He could have had 300 or 250 yards. Let's say 250.
Bro,
like if they wanted to score 50.
bro, it's not the fact that he had 143 yards passing. It's the fact that he was 13 for 24.
Okay, that's
So,
about Dak's numbers.
so no, no, he wasn't on target. So it's not that they didn't just run the score up. Is he wasn't on target. So yeah, in your eyes, your team didn't play as good as you wanted them to,
Nah,
because and,
you know that.
and nobody team does. Like nobody team does. The Chiefs just lost.
Chiefs just lost. Yeah, yeah.
So, but at the same time, like yes, with your offensive line, both your tackles, they need to get together, do something.
I'm saying my guards. Like, I think the guards need to get that shit together, and the right tackle. Like, I think Andrew Thomas is Pro Bowler, but he
That's what
can't
I'm
do it by
saying. Like
himself. It's four
Thomas,
other positions.
he he needs to take that lead and get with them
I'm
and
with
like
you on that. I'm with you on
yeah,
that.
like
If he's not doing nothing in the offseason to kind of boost his guys up and be that pillar, show them how you got good so they can implement that. But I don't
that's what
think the
I'm
Giants are
saying.
doing that. You know what I feel the Giants are? And I'll continue talking while you do your thing. I feel the Giants
My
got
boy, I was just
complacent.
saying like them.
Yeah, because I know it is getting late. I feel the Giants got complacent how the Rams did when the Rams won the Super Bowl. Like they came, it was all they were great doing that Super Bowl run, and right after that, it was done. It's like they partied it all out. They was on commercials. They was in movies. It's L.A. All of it's right there. And then next season, they didn't look anything like how they look. I think the Giants did that. I think them beating Minnesota was their Super Bowl, and that's how we came out. Not even flat. We came out dead. We came out corpses. We were the corpse bride. Like what the fuck? I'm gonna be tuned in the entire game this week. You have to show something against Arizona. And the funny thing is, like Arizona, I've seen them play. They played hard. They were flying around. And Buda Baker's that deal. They can beat the Giants and fuck up their draft positioning. Because Giants
Nigga,
lose, Giants picking
them
number one. Remember, there's no lottery in the NFL. You got the worst record,
bro,
you pick number one.
them people is playing hard so they can get traded. Someone, hey, they all gonna get traded. Buddha gonna be traded by week 8.
Buda's a beast. So,
Buddha
yeah,
is that nigga.
he's
I
that
fuck
guy.
with Buddha.
Yep.
Like, him,
Yep.
Timothy.
Oh, your boy Witherspoon in Seattle had a nice hit. That dude don't give a fuck. His 5'11", 181 ass. He be like, he had a nice hit. Seattle got a spot. But anyway, yeah, man. So that's what's up with the Giants. It's deflating. The Giants were just deflating. They didn't show up at all. I think they should be the worst team in the league. They played like it, but yeah, whatever. I don't know. It's not a New York bias. Um, yeah, and that's the funny thing. Like I said, and I'm gonna end it here. You can't use the excuse of it was raining downpour conditions. You have to know how to play. To be a Giant, you have to know how to play in bad weather. It's gonna be snow games, in a couple months. It's gonna be some sleet
Yeah, like
games.
you gotta
It's
have
gonna
a
be
certain
cold,
attitude to
rain,
play in
nasty.
that type of.
Yeah, it's not gonna be good
Yeah,
weather. It's fucking New Jersey. What are we doing, man? Anyway, so that was my rant on the Giants. I think it was just a whole clusterfuck. Bad. We have to dominate and put it together against the Cardinals. All right, because the Cardinals could be 1-1, feeling great after week 2 if they beat us. And they say, you know what, we're gonna do this thing and let's see if we can make some damage. They could be in position to do that. Crazy. I don't know, man. So we got to do it against the joint. Oh, I want to look at schedules real quick. Let me go back to schedules. And who do y'all play this coming up week?
let's find out.
Yeah. So let's do that. Yeah, let's go schedule week 2. Ooh, let's see what the Cardinals play. I mean, not the Cardinals, but the Falcons. Oh, y'all play the Packers. I think that's gonna be a great game because the Packers put that
Yeah,
fucking beat down on Scott's team. They actually look good. So I was like, okay. I was hating on the Packers. I didn't think they was gonna look because they lost so much offense. They just said, "Fuck it, we got Watson, we got Love,
But
we going."
they did, but the way they drafted was kind of smart because I've been said that I like Romeo Dobbs and
Watson.
Christian Watson.
Yep.
Like I wanted us to draft Christian Watson.
Mm-hmm.
Like the further he dropped, I was like, can we go ahead? Like, because at that point in time, we needed a receiver. I knew Julio was out to do it.
We play these
So
bums
I
at
didn't.
fucking 4 o'clock, bro. What the? They gave it a late slate game against the Cardinals. What is the NFL doing? Wow, I am shocked. We're playing them
The
at
NFL is
4.
doing cocaine. Like they
What
doing
the fuck
cocaine.
is that? Why is it a 4 o'clock game? That's easily that's like a 9 a.m. game. Like, let's get the shit out the way. Let's send these teams to London and play that game.
Yeah.
That's that type of game.
Now.
They gonna be excited anyway because it's football over in London. You send these two, man. That's funny. So I'll definitely be watching that. That's funny as hell. Kevin said he gonna come over, so if you available, you come through. But anyway. Because I know Kevin moving, like I said, he moving to Houston with his girl probably this month. So it's probably gonna be last time I see him. That's probably why he coming over. Yeah, he's moving to his getting in with his girl in Houston. But anyway, but yeah, man. So y'all play the Packers at 1. I think that should have been the 4:15 game because I think that's gonna be good. And then the Giants play the Cardinals. What's your takes on y'all playing the Packers?
That's gonna be a good game because honestly, Jordan Love, that's his name.
Yeah, Jordan Love, that's his name. Yeah,
he played good.
He played good. I was shocked. I was like, I wasn't expecting that at all, bro.
Like,
he lost 3 receivers, 3, and the tight end. Robert Tonyan left, so I'm like, it was so much turnover on the offense. I thought there was no way to go but down, but nope. Next man up.
So,
the defense is okay, but I thought the offense was going to be piss poor, but I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't see them.
38. Fuck. I didn't expect 38, bro. No. No one would have told me Packers scoring 38 in week 1. Have you all set your best down? Wrong. I was wrong. They scored 38, bro. Yeah.
I don't see them doing that this week. I don't see them doing that.
Yeah,
no, because one, our secondary is better. AJ Terrell ain't about to have that shit. Like, he back on this bullshit.
Man, my man Chase put him in the blender. I can't forgive him, bro. It was bad.
Look.
The blender.
I'm with you, but he didn't gain
my
trust.
The footwork. I was like, God damn. He in the NCAA doing the footwork of a pro. He was like, it was spicy. I got fuck AJ Terrell, but he's doing good.
So,
but Chase put him in the blender. Damn.
So imagine me being an LSU fan and a Falcons
fan.
Yeah,
I know, bro.
I was like,
yeah, I know you want. You analyze that film. Like, man, you can't be doing this in the NFL. He's not though. Man,
no, so he's not. Like,
you're right. He's not doing it. Yeah. I can't. Like, that's the only time I watched him. I was like, holy fuck, that was bad. That shit was embarrassing, bro. Woo!
That's probably the only time anybody watched him. It was like the one time everybody watched him.
Wasn't it like the playoff game? I think it was. It was something crazy.
No, it was the college championship.
It was the number 1 game.
Like,
he was putting him in the blender, bro. Fuck.
Yeah,
man, I can't
him
do it.
And Justin.
Woo,
Justin Jefferson. Terrence Marshall even put his ass in the blender.
Marshall too. Hey, I'm telling you, your squad was stacked, bro.
Everybody, bro.
Like, yo, they had my boy Moss playing tight end. I'm telling you, that team was legendary, bro. I loved watching that team. Man.
Yeah.
Woo.
I tried to tell niggas the year before. I was like,
it's coming together.
Just sit back and watch. Like, just sit back and watch.
That was probably my favorite season to watch. And I know, I'm a Nolan
I
and everything
love
like
that
that, but
season.
I like that more
I,
than 2013 when we won with Jameis and them boys. Like y'all was, I just loved it, man. I was tuned in.
like,
I was tuned in.
like
Seeing Moss at
everything
the game
about
cheering
that
on his
season.
side, it was great. He said, like I said, Chase put him in the blender. And now my thing is the reason why I hate AJ Terrell. I'm like, one, you're not deserving of the 8th pick. Coming off that, remember that was the last time we seen him, and then he went pro. I'm like, you got the audacity to go pro after that shit? Fuck this dude,
Nigga, I
what?
was in this bitch about to fight the wall when we took
Not
him.
not
I'm like,
not that.
wow,
I'm like, not that, bro.
bro.
Hey,
Like, who the
I'm
fuck
like,
told
you
y'all to
went.
take this nigga?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I was
why
thinking.
this nigga? Like,
But
why?
he got it together, and that's
Bro,
cool. But that's my last time seeing. I said nobody. Damn, I remember. You gotta remember, Jamar Chase was 19 doing that shit, bro. Like, what the fuck was happening? Anyway, man, let me get the fuck up out of here, bro. He was young, and he was a young bull, bro. All right, but yeah. So, listen, I think it could go either way with Giants Cardinals. The Cardinals might win, bro. Holy fuck, we showed nothing. Now I know it was a better team, but the Cardinals showed more fight in a loss than the Giants showed in their loss. Way more fight. Like they were really about to beat the Commanders. Real talk.
bro,
It was 16 to 20. That's a close game, bro.
the
Cardinals can play.
the one person that gives me hope for your defense, just your defense, it's Kayvon. I personally don't care for him
Yeah,
as a football player,
yeah,
but I feel like he's that player that has that type of intensity that can get that defense hype enough to where he can lead them
okay,
onto that field and do some shit.
okay.
Shit has to start with him at that front. Him and Dexter Lawrence.
I was about to say, I
Them
think
two.
really it starts with Dexter Lawrence and it goes off that. I think Dexter
But
is the guy. Yeah.
but Dexter don't, his personality don't give me
Yeah.
that.
He's a playful guy. He's a lovable teddy bear dude.
Yeah.
But Kayvon's
Yeah.
personality is not like that either. Kayvon is like, he's like a
That
Keyshawn.
yeah.
He's like
That
the spotlights on me. They
so
both Cali boys. You know what I mean? Yeah.
we on the same page with
That's
that.
how they.
But
That's how
I'm
they
trying-
are. He's not. He's not. I'm on coke and I'm a crush. I'm gonna run through you. He's not giving me. He's not giving me even Strahan. He's not giving me Strahan. He's not giving me Jesse Armstead. He's not giving me Antonio Pierce. He's giving me none of those guys. He's not giving me Antro Roll.
Hey, wait.
None of
Wait. Okay, Antonio Pierce was completely different. That was a jailbird. We know this.
Jailbird.
And
Yeah.
you know this.
You
too.
always called him
You know what
Jailbird. You always called him Jailbird. Get this Jailbird guy out here. You always called him Jailbird. You a real one.
Them you.
Kayvon is
Them
like
you.
Kayvon is a big pretty boy. That's what Kayvon is. Kayvon is the movie star since day one, and
But I'm
the
trying to
spotlight
give
needs
him a
to be
little
on
bit of
him.
hope.
I
Like,
know, but
I'm
I don't think that's his. You know who really should be, but he's always injured is Azeez Ojulari. That's who really should be. African ass nigga, you should be getting out the mud, literally. But he's always hurt. And maybe if he gives a full season and gives like 6 or 7 sacks, maybe that could be the guy. It's not gonna be Kayvon. Kayvon is like glasses, the suits, spotlight on me. He's like a Johnny Cage. That's what Kayvon is. Kayvon is like, he do a sack and he'll throw out his picture and got his autograph on it. That's Kayvon. You know what I mean?
Good.
Yeah. He's the he's trying to get commercials and endorsements.
I agree
That's
with
Kayvon.
you. Like
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
That's why I never cared for him as a.
I get you
As
because
a
of that
player,
personality. Yeah, he's just got a
Like,
fast
yeah,
first step. His burst is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it though. But he's not going to be that alpha dog type player. I don't know if that guy's on the
You would
team.
think.
Yeah,
You would
I don't think
think
that guy's
like
on the team. There's
put
other
him
nice
right
guys.
next to Dexter,
Yes.
and then you got Leonard
And
on the other side. Nigga, you
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
eat
that
just
that
one
line
fat
is great, but they got barely any pressure on. That's what I'm trying to say. That line, if I
Hey,
think about it,
bro.
yeah, that line is 3 first-round picks and
I got
Azeez
Leonard
is a second.
Williams.
Yeah,
bro.
you got
Hey.
Leonard and Dexter. So first of all, your D tackles, amazing. That's really good quality right there. So I'm like, you got
Whoa.
both of those boys, and then You got Kayvon on the right and Aziz on the left. Dog. Anyway, but yeah, man.
That's
They didn't play
crazy,
like that.
man.
And I can only judge now that there's week 1 in the books what you show me. On paper, we should have been competitive with the Cowboys, and we should definitely beat the brakes off the Cardinals. But that's paper. On the field,
Okay, now hold on.
Cardinals can beat us. Cardinals can beat us, bro. Oh, it's weird to say, but what the fuck did they show you? No sacks on Dak. No picks.
I can't argue with you.
Now, Wink did blitz Simmons, and he had him in coverage against their new tight end. But so
that's how he's supposed to be used. Like
I'm with you. Arizona wasn't using him well. We're totally with you. And we got a steal. We got 2 steals. We got Waller for Kadarius Toney, who's trash. So give me Waller any day of the week. And then I like the pick. I mean, you lost a 7th rounder for Simmons. Who cares? A starter at that. Great. But it didn't show on paper. Anyway, so look, Sunday, 4:15, that's going to be the game of the season for the Giants. I have nothing else to say because they showed me nothing. Yeah, and the Cardinals can win. I never would have thought I was coming into week 2 saying the Cardinals can win, but the Cardinals can fucking win. Cardinals play way better than the Giants on week 1, and no one's going to give them credit because they lost. But they supposed to lose all their games, bro. And they could have beat the Commanders. Commanders got back in the end, and then Sam Howell actually looks good. I was hating because I don't want 3 quarterbacks.
I told you.
Division. Sam Howell looks good.
I told you.
Fuck.
I told y'all. I tried to tell y'all.
I don't want all the quarterbacks to be good because that means the Giants' road is harder. But Sam Howell looks good. I didn't want that. You think I want a Hurts playing good? Dak can beat all these other teams in the NFC, which he's done already, and then Howell's good too? Fuck. Anyway, so that means the Giants are on the bottom end of the fucking totem pole. Fucking A. Anyway, so that's the NFL joints. I don't know if you want to cover any of the other games. Browns, Steelers on Monday Night Football. The Browns, big fucking upset over the fucking Bengals. The Bengals looked terrible. And it was weird. A day after you give Joe Burrow the biggest contract in NFL history, he gets destroyed. Now, Burrow has kind of the same situation that Daniel Jones have. That line is ass, but they're gonna blame it on Burrow, especially because he's making $8 million a year, which is higher than Patrick Mahomes, higher than everybody else. Fuck. Yeah, he got destroyed, man, and they didn't look good. They didn't look good. Browns couldn't play.
I've been saying that the Bengals, they need to fully invest into their offensive line.
They should have did that 3 years ago. They should have been that 3 years ago when they was I think they were either in the Super Bowl or right outside it. That year when they was crazy good. It was Joe's first year and Joe got injured a little bit. Nick.
No, Joe's first year.
Oh, I think he got injured, right? And then he came back second year.
Yeah,
It was like
got hurt.
Yeah, that's what it
second
was.
Year.
Yeah, he got injured though because there was no line. From that point on, first, second round picks, line. Making trades, line. It should have been like that. And they did stack the line, but it wasn't with the quality talent. Once you knew that you got this stud in Joe Burrow, I'm spending all my picks. Yeah. And thought it was something good. And remember, you gotta remember, they also picked up the dude that we hate. Bobby Hart. We hated Bobby Hart. He was trash for the Giants. And they picked him up. And he was a starter. I don't know. It should have been first, second round picks all day on getting your line together because you got one of them ones in Joe Burrow, which he is. You wasting him with a bad line. But anyway, I know I don't want to keep you out there, shit like that. You got your kids and everything. It's 8 o'clock, and we start a little early. Okay, so let me try to pick some of these games. Who you got in the Commanders and the Broncos?
Broncos.
Okay, I'm thinking that too. It's crazy to fucking scan start 2-0. My worst fucking case scenario.
Well, Russell Wilson is ass. And the Broncos are just showing how much of ass.
They got a good defense though, man. I like their defense.
I do. I like Patrick Surtain.
All right. Two of your most hated teams, Saints and the Panthers. Remember, there's 2 Monday night games. This is the first Monday night game. There's 2 Monday night games. Yeah. There's one at 8:15 and one at 7:15. So Saints Panthers Monday Night Football. I know you hate both these squads. You just played the Panthers. Saints look good, but I know you won't give them credit. So what's up? Who you picking? I told you it's gonna be between one game between the Panthers. I mean, sorry, the the Falcons and the Saints. I think it's gonna be like that. It looks like it might be Panthers because it says Saints Panthers. So I'm guessing the bottom team is at home.
All right, so yeah, Saints at Panthers.
You know the Saints winning this game. Don't do this, Joe. Saints winning this game. It's gonna be close. Saints winning.
Because that.
They could, Saints. They're a good team.
Yeah,
you just don't like them. I get it. I'm having the same struggles with the Commanders.
Nah, because you do got to remember they don't have Alvin Kamara right now.
Yeah, and they didn't need him.
They did.
No, they didn't need him. I watched him. I was like, damn. These dudes ready to take some hill. It was like to do everything else. I said, they didn't need him. So I said, shit. Okay.
Oh shit, that's gonna be.
I'm glad you admitted it because that was respect. It was like, damn, they didn't need a buck. I'm in the same boat, bro. If the Commanders are good, I am in a bad place. Fuck. I was banking on them being the worst team in the conference. Now it's me.
Oh no.
Anyway, but yeah, Saints Panthers.
And when Terry get 100% healthy,
it's curtains. It's curtains.
He's gonna be a problem because Sam Howard don't.
Listen, them Ohio State receivers, because you see your boy Wilson, fucking amazing play. I say, God damn, this boy. And listen, it was I love Tre'Davious White, so it was good player on good player, and the better player won. But it wasn't like he was on a bum; he was on a stud. And I'm like, damn, you made that play? Fuck, those Ohio State receivers come to fucking play.
Did you see Marvin Harrison? Did you see Marvin Harrison?
Yeah, wait, but it was Youngstown. Wait, it was Youngstown State. Now you supposed to.
He did what he was supposed to do.
Yes, I'm with. Yes, remember it's Youngstown State. They didn't do that week 1. Let's see what they do week 3. Yes, you're supposed to do that against Youngstown State. That's all I'm trying to put out there. It's Youngstown State. It's Youngstown State.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, it's Youngstown State. They supposed to put them boys in a blender, and they did. I still don't like. I think his name was Chris McCord, Kyler McCord, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't like that guy. You looked good just because it was. Yeah, Ohio State's new quarterback McCord. Yeah,
he's smart. He's smart. He's just throwing it out there.
He should do that week 1 anyway, and he didn't. What I'm gonna say too, don't give me that shit. You could do it against Youngstown State. I know. I listen. Week 2 was abysmal. Besides the 2 or 3 games that we're gonna talk about now. We're on the college football section. Besides Alabama, Texas, who was a great game. Texas pulled it out. Love to see that.
Yeah.
And then of course us, big noon kickoff. We watching Colorado put these dudes in a blender, but it wasn't as sharp as a game as the first game was. But they won, so everyone's happy about that. Lots of black superstars on the sideline. We know what it is. We know. Oh, y'all gonna give this dude a chance? I bet we gonna back your program because you gave him a chance when bullshit fucking Florida State dropped the fucking ball. Do you understand what the fuck this shit looks like and means? That's why people are pulling for fucking Colorado. They know what the fuck y'all did. Y'all the reasons. He turned down the Auburn joint. I think he would have been real nice going directly head-to-head against Saban. The Aflac commercials would have been real weird if he took the Auburn job. Them niggas chose what, Frizik or Freeze or whatever? Dumb. So the worst program in the Pac-12 say, fuck it. We the worst program. Let's go. And we don't even got the money. But the boosters gonna raise that shit for you. Bring all that you got. Bring it, and they got it. And people are now saying, and just in 2 weeks, he's underpaid because of what the fuck they're doing. All the merch is selling out. All the tickets are selling out. The tickets aren't going for $5 a pop anymore. They're going for $300 a pop for the bad seats. All right, bro. Now people get to see you because it's a beautiful ass campus. The mountains right there. It's crazy how
Yeah,
scenic
yeah.
that campus is. They got it perfect. Anyway, anyway, and Florida State could
Shout
have
out
had
to
that.
Dion.
We're ranked. Shout out to Dion because we know what it is. We know when you sitting there grinding and a person in power or institution in power takes a chance on you. We know what the fuck that is. I remember my moment. I moved up here to date my girlfriend at the time, Tia, and I was working for FEMA. It was just a job that I could get up here. Moved back from Florida, and I was dating Tia at the time, and I didn't want to do a long distance relationship for like too long. We were dating for like a year or so. This is about 2 years after Cindy, so this was 2010, and I'm dating Tia now, and I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna move up, and I didn't like the FEMA job. It was kind of a dead end job, but it was barely making bills meet, whatever. But it was something to move up here. I didn't want to move up here without a job. And I got the Army Corps of Engineers job. And I was like, damn, how did I get this? I don't think that I fit like all the qualifications, but I'm super thankful for it. It ended up me getting this job. Me getting that job was able for me to finance this house. And it was a black recruiter. And I understand, looking back at it, what people in positions do. She was looking, and because I knew like it was like a programmer / analyst job. I had zero programming on my resume, bro. But she was looking out for the people. She looked at everyone there, saw this black ass name or Spanish ass name, whatever, talked to me on a recruiting joint, and picked my ass out of. I know people apply for this shit. And I was like, damn, I'm so fortunate to be in this position. It was her looking out for me. You know what I mean? And looking to get me in that position. Because when I got there, people looked at me funny. I remember I was growing my locks at the time. I just started growing these joints. They was like, what the fuck? And so that's the same effect that's happening in Colorado. You see T.O. pulling up. You see Lil Wayne pulling up. Everybody pulling up. Like, every week, Cameron just pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody pulling up. Because they know what time it is. They knew that Florida State gaffed, and he wanted to really coach there at his alma mater. He's the greatest cornerback in the history of that school. What the fuck? And the opening was there.
He wanted
that. He wanted Florida State, bro. Like, and
who was at the Florida State?
I don't know. You tell me. I just heard of Auburn and the Florida State. I didn't know of any other position, but go ahead.
Nah, I'm talking about his career. I'm gonna just reiterate this.
Yeah. Was that LSU?
Hell no.
Okay, well, go ahead.
No. I'm gonna just say this one more time just to get it out there. If Ritter doesn't play well this year for the Falcons, we won't be in play for Caleb Williams. We won't be in that category. But Shador will be right there for him.
Because y'all drafted Dion.
And if Ritter doesn't work out, Arthur Smith's job is going to be
you can see him following his son to the fucking pros and playing for his home team, the motherfucking Falcons. Holy shit! I'm not gonna knock.
Not only will Shador be the quarterback, but Dion might end up being the coach.
Yeah, I'm with. I said following his son like he did from Jackson State straight over to Colorado. Throw that bag at him straight over to the Falcons, and that's where primetime was created. You're right about that, bro. That's crazy. But that means y'all will have a bad season, and I don't think you want that. So, especially with that schedule. Now, if y'all had our schedule, I'm with you.
No,
just hit me.
Y'all ain't losing. Just hit me. Yeah. Just hit me. Calvin really is playing really well right now, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. What you mean? Yeah, of course.
So,
hey, are you going to give him his flowers? Because I know you was talking his shit. You was talking your shit, but he had a great week one.
Like,
You didn't do it yet, so that's why I was like, I was waiting for the flower segment, but good thing.
Nah,
He
like
had a
yeah,
great week one. That motherfucker was playing.
I plan on him having a great season and getting re-signed. Just because once he gets re-signed, it doesn't matter what type of contract he gets re-signed to. Once he gets re-signed, we get that second round pick from them. We can package that second round pick, our second round pick, and a first round pick if we're not in that category specifically to get Shador, just to move up to get Shador.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Because you see Mel Kiper saying that Shador is now a high first round pick, like mid like 14, 15. He's got him in there. He's got him right behind Drake May.
I I don't listen to Mel Kiper for shit.
True.
I don't.
True.
I
Yeah,
don't.
I've been off
Oh
that for
yeah,
years because I honestly can't think of a pick he got right. It's so many he get wrong. I'm like,
that's that's what I'm saying. Like
it's so many he get wrong.
Shador is the second best quarterback in college right now.
Right now, yeah, I'm saying that right now. Yeah, right now. I'm still going to take May's size. I think they're both great.
I'm not taking May at all. To me, with him is height. He's
He
giving
can
me
play good, bro. Are you watching the North
he
Carolina games? Did you watch him against South
yeah
Carolina? He looked
yeah.
good. He
He's giving me
outplayed.
Zach
He
Wilson.
outplayed Rattler,
He's
bro.
giving me Zach Wilson. That's not hard to do.
Man, come on, man. Like he's one of the better
Spencer Rattler is
quarterbacks.
ass. Like he's ass, bro. Like come on, bro.
He's decent.
Like when he's giving me Zach Wilson vibe.
Mm,
And I'm putting that out there now. He's giving me Zach Wilson vibe.
interesting. Okay, I'm gonna respect that.
So
I don't agree with that, but I'm gonna respect it. I feel the competition that Drake May is playing is miles better than that fucking Mountain West conference that Zach Wilson was playing in. The only good team in that fucking conference was Utah, and that's it. He'll beat up on Utah State. He'll beat up on fucking what was another team in fucking Utah, whatever the fuck it was, because he was BYU, Utah State. He was beat up on fucking Utah, not Utah, but the other programs, Colorado State, all the other Mountain West bums. Yeah, and he looked okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna
ain't
go
South
that
Carolina
route.
0-2?
Yeah, but an SEC team, and that's the thing. The SEC team. Plus, he's gonna play Clemson. He's gonna play Florida State. I mean, he's gonna have his time to, even though
Who's
Clemson's
South
blemish.
Carolina? Who's South Carolina lose to first? I
It
can't
was North Carolina.
remember.
It was North Carolina. They played them first game of the season. It was North Carolina State. I mean, sorry, North Carolina, South Carolina, and then Duke beat Clemson. It's cool though. It's cool. If not, then Shador is number 2. We're not gonna knock Shador. No picks. No picks. So I'm with you, bro. No picks, nigga. No picks.
Like,
I ain't
that's
know.
all I'm-
And then, hey,
like, I
listen,
ain't-
Weaver was cooking. Weaver was cooking. Oh, and Dawson, another star is born. Dawson was cooking. So it was like number 6, cooking. Yeah. So they got players everywhere, bro. Everywhere. Like I said, we all said 44 was playing his lights out on defense, and it was great to see. I was like, where were you week 1? He was making plays week 2. 44 was making them plays, bro. I like it. They was putting it together. So I'm with you, man. If Shador, if he comes out, great. I was looking at Travis Hunter's channel. His new video came out. They drop a video each week. Each player
Yeah.
got their own channel. And so I was looking at Travis his channel, and he was like, "Yeah, man." They was talking about the Heisman, and I was like, "Ah." So and it was Jimmy Horn's birthday. Another stud receiver that they got too, by the way. Horn can play. It was Jimmy Horn's birthday, and they was talking about Heisman. And then Horn broke it down. He's like, "Look, man, I think the number 1 and number 2 is a Shador and you." He was talking to Travis on the sideline. And he was like, "But I feel that since he's getting you the ball, that he's going to win it this year, and then you'll win it next year." And then Deion's son, Deion Jr. Yeah, I liked what Jimmy Horn was saying. I said,
I
Jimmy
like
Horn,
that.
He was thinking good. So I
Yeah.
was like, okay. I said, yeah, I can see that because we seen the same thing when Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart were both in the Heisman joint. They took votes away from each other because most of the time you vote for a school and whoever that
Yeah.
player is. But then you got USC and USC. Fuck, didn't work out. Who won the Heisman?
Mm.
Vince Young. So I'm like, okay. So Travis was like, "That's cool." And then it was like, "So what team do you want to go for?" Because and it's funny. It's week 2, and there's already NFL scouts at Colorado. So it was a Detroit Lions scout right behind them taking some notes. And so he looked at the Detroit Lion scout, and he was like, "Yeah. So what team do you want to go to?" And then Travis, I like this. He swagged out answer. He was like, "Look, whatever team picks me with the first pick." I said, talk your shit, my dude. Talk it now. I love it. I say, whatever team pick me with the first pick, and I'm going wherever they pick me. I say, yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. He said, bitch, I do it all.
Bro, you
Yeah.
can't ask for a better answer
Can't.
than that, bro.
Crazy thing
Like,
too. So he's got a YouTube channel with his girlfriend. So first of all, I'm thinking all these players like Antonio Cromartie smashing all the hoes from the car. Nope. He's been with this girl since high school. So they've had a YouTube while they were at Jackson State, and I didn't know that. And I'm like, who the fuck? Oh shit! So because since I watched so much of Colorado Buffs coverage, the suggested joint came up, and it was their channel, and I'm like, who's Travis and Lena? Who's this? And they were like going to like the rejuvenation spa
yeah,
where they went in. Yeah, and so they did a whole joint on that, and I was like, so this dude got the girlfriend. He the star athlete. Everything made up. Everything is like right there, ready to go. And he's putting it in the air. Number 1 pick. Whoever selected me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's great, man. So it's cool. So I'm all in on Colorado. Even though it is crazy. Florida State's doing great. Florida State's better. A better team. But my eyes is on Colorado. But Florida State, I'm gonna talk a little bit about them. They playing great. They moved up in the rankings. I want to go into the rankings right here, and I want to show the YouTube folks this real quick, because I know it's been us on the screen a lot. Right now, what I'm showing on the screen, Georgia's number 1, Michigan's number 2, Florida State moves up to number 3, which is crazy. Texas moves up to number 4. In the big victory against Alabama, they got USC 5, so USC moved down 1. Ohio State number 6, like I said, they ain't show me much. Rounding out the top 10, Penn State, Washington, who's a sneaky good pick. Notre Dame is number 9, and Alabama, since they lost to Texas, moves down to number 10.
Because they got a fucking running back at quarterback.
Yeah. Oh, you mean Washington? Or who are you talking about?
Alabama.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Jalen Milroe,
Yeah,
he's a fucking running back at quarterback.
Yeah. He's a running back that he throws a good ball, but he's very iffy in when he wants to throw it. He had receivers open, but he's a first read and run guy. Like Nick Saban has to develop him to have confidence to stay within the pocket. Like we saw in week 1, there was wide open lanes for Shador to run. He was like, no, I want to scan and find my receiver and throw it. And I think Milroe, he knows he can throw the ball. He knows he's fast like a running back. And he if the first read's not there, boom, he's taking off. And guess what? Texas was ready for that shit. And they figured that shit out quickly. And they had nothing else. Yeah. And nothing else. Yeah, man. So looking at these joints, I like where Colorado's at. They're at 18 right now. I think Mississippi had a good victory also. They were playing Tulane. I was pulling for Tulane because I remember when they were 1-11, they turned that shit around to be like 9-3, which is crazy. So I was pulling for Tulane. Tulane was ranked 23. Now they got knocked out, of course, because they lost. But I was pulling for Tulane. Mississippi pulled that off, pulled that off, so they moved up a little bit. Another sneaky good pick. People aren't talking about Oregon. Now that they got DJ Uguvalanga or whatever his name is from Clemson, and people was blaming it on him. They was like, DJ, they called him DJU. They say DJU was the problem. No. I think it's Dabo Swinney's offense because DJ's playing great in Corvallis, Oregon. Just putting it out there. So Oregon State, another sneaky good program. Yeah.
Telling you. And another pick off that Oregon team. My man Justin Flo on defense.
Oh, yeah. He a
That boy a
problem.
problem.
He a problem.
That
You know
boy
who's
is a
another good
problem.
defensive lineman? Jared Verse, Florida State.
Yeah.
Stud.
Oh, I've been said Jared. I said yeah. Like
Stud. He
if
plays.
we go defense this year, he needs to be a Falcon. Like
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Yeah, he needs to pick right up in
yeah,
there. But I don't think
yeah.
y'all not gonna be there to pick.
Nah,
Y'all gonna be like in
he's
the
gonna be a top
20s.
five pick.
That's what I'm trying to
Like
say.
he's
Like,
gonna be a top five, top
he's
10
not
pick.
gonna be there unless y'all trade up. Like I said, you got some picks, but I think he ain't gonna be there. I think he's going top 10. I'm not gonna say top 5. You gotta remember we did that early in June. We looked ahead about the people coming out, bro. You gotta look at who's coming out.
Yeah, I remember that, but Jared Verse always been high on my list.
Top 10?
I'm
Now,
sorry.
top 10 talent.
Yeah.
No, is he gonna be selected top 10? I don't see it.
Bro, if he would have came out last year, we would have taken him top 10.
Listen, what I'm trying to say, yes, y'all will take him top 10. You listen, this is a stacked ass quarterback draft. You got to think about quarterback. You already know who's coming out that we said would really be the number 1 pick. But who's coming out is our boy Brock Bowers, who was ready as a freshman to be in the NFL. He's going top 5. Kyle Pitts went top, 6, 7, 8, whatever the fuck. And Brock's better than him. So Brock's the best tight end I've seen in the last 20 years. 20.
I
Coming
completely
out.
agree.
Coming out. Because
I completely agree.
Gronk wasn't doing that at Arizona State. He's a beast in
Like,
the pros.
no, like,
He wasn't doing that.
There's no
Brock was
flaw in
doing
his
that
game.
game 1 of his freshman season. So Brock's going top 5, unless teams are stupid. Brock's coming out. So you got Brock. You're gonna have some offensive linemen. You got like 3 fucking quarterbacks. You know how they go dick crazy over fucking quarterbacks. It's gonna be 3.
But then you also got to remember who has to get to them quarterbacks, the pass rushers.
Yeah, you're right.
You just had the boy from Jacksonville go number 1 overall
2 years ago. But the best player in this draft to me was Carter, and Carter went 10.
He had off the field issues.
I'm with you.
So that was his knock.
We talking talent wise. To me, top 3 pick. But he went 10. All I'm saying is Verse is a lot of shit ahead of him, bro. A lot of shit ahead of him.
Name a pass rusher that's in college right now that would take that number 1 spot from him.
I don't know him right now. I'm gonna say that. I'm thinking like Ohio State may have one that I don't know the name of. Or
he's established right now, though. That's what I'm saying.
Or
like,
you gotta remember too. Now I don't know if he's gonna be a pass rush. He might be a linebacker. Dallas Turner's going top 10. Like, let's start naming some guys here. Like, Dallas Turner's going top 10. So, stud. You know what I mean?
He's not better than Verse. Verse
they play 2 different positions, bro.
Rusher.
They play 2. Yeah,
Like,
I'm
he's
with you.
the top edge rusher. Like,
We seen the top
edge
defensive
rusher,
tackle go 10. We seen the top defensive tackle go 10. The best player, talent-wise, go 10. No, we didn't. Dude from Jacksonville was not the top edge rusher. No fucking way. There was 2 dudes ahead of him that were better talent-wise. He went one.
With the media fit. Come on.
No.
I'm playing the media part right now.
Yeah, I know. You play. Got your horns up. You play no horns. It's no way fucking Trayvon Walker or what is Trayvon, right? What's his name, Trayvon?
Yeah, Trayvon Walker.
There's no fucking way Trayvon Walker was better than fucking Hutchinson. I'm not even putting Kayvon. Because that could have been a toss-up. It should have been Hutchinson. Now, if it was Hutchinson, I agree with you.
I would have taken Hutchinson.
Easy.
Honestly. But still,
they fucked up.
It's an edge rusher. It's an edge rusher.
Wait. Yes. But we also know that quarterback draft was weak. This is strong. That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
Yeah. So, no, I'm not saying that Jared Verse is going to go
coming out.
overall. No, I'm not saying that. But he's going to go top 6, maybe 7.
I think he might go 10, bro. I'm thinking about it like this. You got to look. Now, if players come out, right? Remember, these are juniors. So Shador's a junior. He can stay. But if he come out, what's his name? Caleb Williams is a junior. He could stay. I'm talking about if those juniors come out, You got Quinn Quinn just won against Alabama. He's ready. So if he continues playing like he did, he's a first round pick.
You said Quinn Evans was ass.
Listen, he is. The same way I said that Mayo Boy. Wait, the same way I said Mayo Boy was ass, but yet he was in the green room thinking he was going to be a first round pick. Well, now. So the hype train can be high on some of these dudes. Listen, this draft, it cycles, and you know that it cycles. So what I'm trying to say is there are cycles. Some drafts is going to be the D lines are going to be crazy, like how it was when Kayvon came out, when Hutchinson came out, when Walker was there, and there was like another boy, our boy from Florida State that went Johnson, I think his name was Jeremiah Johnson, something like that. What's his name?
Yeah, Jermaine Johnson.
Jermaine Johnson.
Yeah, good ass game last
Listen,
night.
I know. We knew he was first round talent. So it's like, yo, sometimes you get a position like an edge where that's the dominant position. It's like 3 or 4 of them boys going in the first round. Because I think didn't the dude from Purdue went in that same draft that we didn't like? He's on Kansas City now. George Karlaftis or whatever. Same draft.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It was like 4 or 5 dudes went in the first because I think Johnson
went
in the second
middle
round.
pack.
Let me.
They was in that middle pack.
And look, and I know versus top or maybe top 2, depending on where they slide Turner, because I think Turner's going to be one of the first defensive players to go off the board. If it's not versus, it's going to be Turner. But what I'm saying is the D ends are not strong like the quarterbacks are in this upcoming draft. Is what I'm saying. Like I'm on Rivals looking, I'm like, it could possibly be 5 at the complete first round. It could be 5 quarterbacks taken. Like, it could be that. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not the D lineman. I think it's going to be quarterback. Then you get like the Marvin Harrison. He's going top 10. He's going top 5. Like, to be honest, if he goes to 6, 5 teams fucked up. And then I know tight ends don't normally go top 5, so Brock is going to be like between 6 and 8. That's the selection way. He's not going to go 4. Like I say, I'm thinking Brock. Brock should be. I'm with you. If I got the second pick, I'm taking Brock fucking Bowers. I don't give a fuck.
Right now.
Right now, bro. I've seen him do it. I've seen him. He's a champ. He's a 2-time national championship fucking winner. That's hard to do, bro. And it's not like he's limited like his quarterback is when his quarterback is like my size and my height. Brock is a big motherfucker. He's fast, and he was doing it since he was a freshman. He was a freshman saying, damn, if he could have went straight out of high school, he would have went straight out of high school and actually been good in the pros. That's Brock's going between 6 and 8. If he drops to 10, people fucked up. So where is Verse going to go? If I'm saying 4 quarterbacks, you got to think Michael Penix Jr. You're not talking about him. He's going first round, maybe like in the 20s. He's going first round.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like the Pac-12 got like 4 quarterbacks right now. That's crazy.
All right.
Think about it.
Going off of what the media is saying.
Yeah, media.
The Falcons is still slated to have a top 10 pick.
you know, you already proved me wrong. You won the money. Fuck you. You showed me the schedule. It's no fucking way it's happening. It's no way. Y'all got so many layups that if y'all miss the layup, you got another nigga to just do the alley-oop and fuck. Y'all still score. That's how great you and the Saints schedule is. It's no way.
According to the media.
Damn.
We're still slated to have a top 10 pick. We're still at 8, matter of fact.
Look, you know it's going to be 2 offensive linemen that we don't know about right now, probably out of like Notre Dame or some shit in Wisconsin that we're not talking about right now. That's going to go in the top 10. So you got to put like a lineman or offensive lineman or 2. We've seen in the draft before this one 3 offensive linemen went. So it's going to be positions, and then like maybe around 10 or 11 is where Verse will go. Verse not going top 10. You want to put some money on it?
It's going to be positions, but it's going to be teams like the Falcons.
Nah, because the Falcons going to be... You saying the Falcons going to be like 13 wins plus?
No. Like I said, from what the media is saying, we're still slated to have the 8th pick in this year's draft coming up too. That's how bad they predict us to be.
Oh, you're talking
and
about
with that 8th...
Y'all gonna
Yeah.
select
So
verse.
with
I'm with
that
you.
eighth pick, what's the weakness we have other than quarterback and defense and edge
No.
rusher?
Y'all listen, y'all not if y'all stayed at that pick, y'all be dumb as fuck to select Jerk Verse. And I'm here, I'm gonna tell you why, because I know that's your boy and he's great. He plays great for Florida State. I'm not knocking that. Y'all need offensive line help. So whoever the fuck is coming out of Wisconsin, whoever the fuck is coming out of Iowa, that's who y'all gotta
Nah, if
see.
we go offensive line, we going with my man from Michigan.
Okay.
Olu Olu I can't
Whoever.
pronounce that
Big
name.
Ten school, you
Yeah,
take him. I'm
yeah.
cool. I don't give a fuck. It could be whatever. It could be Northwestern because you seen Slater come in day one beast. It could be whatever the fuck. Any of those Big Ten schools, give me those guys. It's cool. And look, JMS for the Giants is not going to be bad long. I think he's going to get it together. I think he had a bad game. Even if he has another bad game or whatever, I don't think he's going to be a bust. I think players coming out of them, you rarely see them bust. Rarely. The last one I could think of was Robert Gallery out of
Now,
Iowa. That was years ago. That was like 20 years ago. Rarely do they bust. You know what I mean? Coming out of a Big Ten school. So, yeah, it's going to be two of them dudes. I'm trying to tell you, bro. And then, look, Alabama may have an offensive lineman that goes in the first round, too, that we just don't know about right now. You got to think about it. Like, I feel that Verse is going to be the best defensive end, but there's a possibility of him slide into the, like, 11 through 15. And we've seen that. Burns went like
yeah, I mean
18.
that's possible too.
Yeah,
That's
we've
possible
seen
too.
that. Yeah.
Like, I ain't knocking it. I'm just saying like if
Oh, other
the thing like
receivers. We talked about Harrison, who's definitely going like top 4. He should be a top 4 pick. But you got other receivers that's gonna be crazy. You know the funny thing is Weaver for Colorado is leading the league in reception in yards. Crazy. So you gotta think about them boys. You gotta think about them Colorado boys. They gonna
especially
go.
if Weaver. Yeah, he gonna go.
Xavier Weaver. It's like you got to think about them, and you got Horn right behind him. Shador gonna make them look nice.
Shit, then your boy Keon Coleman too. Don't forget
Think
about
about
him.
Coleman. Yo, Coleman is a dog. What the fuck?
Him.
He's a dog. Yo. He's everything I want bum ass Wilson to be. He's everything I want Wilson to be, bro.
Telling you.
Man, he's everything. That motherfucker is like Terminator. What the fuck? He plays like he possessed. The fuck is up with this guy?
Yeah,
he
like,
really do play possessed.
Yeah,
it's wild, bro. Yeah. So, yeah, you're right. And I'm saying he can come out too. So I'm like, is he a transfer? So, like, look, you got Coleman. I'm thinking the first 3 rounds is going to be bum ass Wilson, but, you know, he's scared. He playing. He need to go to church. You know, you got 2 receivers, maybe 3. There's probably gonna be a Ohio State stud, like right behind Harrison. That's probably gonna go in the first round. Like, oh, your boy may go top 3 rounds too. Neighbors from LSU, he's pretty good. Come on, man, this guy right here, bro. He's the number 1 optional offense. He just played for Brian Kelly. Fucking Brian Kelly, bro. It's Kelly. It's Brian Kelly. Oh, shout out to Miami for getting a good win over Texas A&M. They put him in the dirt. We ain't talking about Miami at all. Listen, them boys played for Cristobal. Remember Cristobal is the former Oregon coach. Listen, they played great because remember Texas A&M was ranked 23. Miami was unranked, and they put 48 up on them boys. Woo!
That same part of that game.
Blew him out, bro. I was like, shit. They put him dirty, bro. And it's funny because Texas A&M had the 4th rated recruiting class. 4th. They got talent. But that coaching, I don't know what the fuck is happening with Jimbo Fisher. But it ain't working. It ain't working.
We've been saying that the whole string.
It ain't working.
Start with coaching. Start with coaching.
Man. Yeah, we did. Yeah, man. But those are the games that's coming up. I want them to finish off Colorado State within good fashion, and then we got to talk about next week. We got to talk about this Colorado-Oregon matchup, bro. it might be two top 15 ranked teams. Colorado may move into number 15. They beat, but because these teams keep losing, and Oregon is probably going to be pushing 10, 9, 10. Bruh. I think that's going to be game of the week. If you got two high-flying offenses, not a lot of defense, I'm thinking that could be a barn burner, but they got to get past Colorado State. First, we got a food on the plate. Get past Colorado State. It's a rivalry game. It's the rivalry game for your state. Colorado State. Get them done. You hate them. Yeah, and then we move on to Oregon because that's going to be the game. That's going to be the test because all Deion's haters is like, y'all about to get shellaxed by Oregon. But if they're competitive.
They saying that about everything.
Yeah, they do it. They do it, but I know Oregon's a good team. You know, like Nebraska was just hype. Nebraska was hype. They're not. We seen that quarterback. What the fuck?
Matt Rule.
What the fuck was the quarterback doing though, bro? He was making some dumb fucking plays, and it was pissing me off. But yeah, Matt Rule is trash. It's about time for people to admit this. Like, why won't they admit that he's garbage? Like, what is going on, bro? Why won't people admit that this motherfucker is trash? He's been overrated from the get-go. That wasn't his squad at Baylor. You see what he did at Carolina? Nothing. He did absolutely nothing. Look, and I'm so happy we passed on that motherfucker to pick fucking Brian Daboll. Even though this last game was trash, Matt Rule could never do what we did last season. Holy fuck. And it was between him. Remember, the three coaching candidates was Brian Flores. You know, our racist owner ain't gonna pick him. And then you had motherfucking let's call it a bean. And then you had Matt Rule. Matt Rule decided to take the Carolina job because both joints was open. And then we picked Brian Daboll. Best quarterback, the best coach out of all. Because Matt Rule is trash. And no one will admit that he's been trash in Carolina. Just what he did in Carolina. He didn't even finish out his contract, by the way. They had to buy him out. That's how fucking bad he is. But he gets that white shield. He holds it up.
I mean, we done had it worse.
Garbage, bro. Garbage. Matt Rule's trash. How you lose to Minnesota, then you lose to Colorado? Boy, are they gonna win this season? better get some bum out of conference games going because it ain't looking good.
And the worst part is he got good defensive linemen.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. There's some talent on the Cornhuskers joint, and I know that community, that state, all they got is Cornhuskers. There's no pro team in Nebraska. None. It's all Cornhuskers. Everything is Cornhuskers. There's zero. There's not a basketball team. There's not a football team. Besides the college. It's Nebraska's going to be all about the Cornhuskers. What the fuck? And I haven't heard no flack for his ass in the media at all. Matt Rule is trash. It's about time for people to realize this shit. He's a fraud. But anyway,
I don't want to blame these coaches.
Oh, yeah. It's some bad coach. Shout out to Mike Norvell. Even though I wanted Deion to take that spot, you got them Florida State boys playing great. Shout out to you for getting that together. I love my boy Jordan Travis, liking what he's doing. Coleman's the best pickup of the season to me. He looks like he's trying to be in the first round. He's like, I'm trying to be up there where fucking Harrison is. That's if you see his stats, crazy. He putting it together.
Just
He trying to get that Blitnikoff award. I'm like, it's gonna be hard to pry it out of fucking Marvin Harrison's hands, but you know, yeah, Keon Coleman looks great. Yeah, he gonna be right there, bro. But that's the thing. Look, we've already named 3 receivers that can go in the first round, and it could be 5. We've seen 4 in this past draft go back to back. That's probably gonna happen again. And these receivers got size. Like Keon and Marvin Harrison are legit 6'4". We're not even talking about the scatterback guys that get drafted in the first round too. Both these boys are literally 6'4". Top 10, bro. Top 10. Then you got Brock Bowers, 6'6". Top 10. Verse gonna be the first one selected, but he going like 11, right? It's so much talent on offense ahead of him. It's just a stacked draft. Like we seen this, like even though Arizona might not even be no bums anymore, but Arizona, even if they were bums, you got 2 other like top cream of the crop. Who you want? You want your quarterback? You want your receiver? Fuck it. Ding.
What what's the one position no team is ever satisfied at?
I would say defensive line, right?
Edge rusher.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Edge rusher. That's what I meant. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm with you.
So
Look at what's ahead of him. That's the only reason I'm saying it is what's ahead of him.
I'm not knocking what's ahead of him.
Y'all about to say, I was like, is he going higher than fucking Marvin Harrison? No. Is he going higher than Brock Bowers? No. It's not. It's not
That's
happening.
2 people. You can name 4 people.
What? Bro. Just because I can name 6 people, I named 6. Don't give me that 4. Fuck you. I named 6. Because if Shador's playing like this, Shador's going top 10. If Shador's playing like this, he has no picks. He's going top 10. And just because I don't know their name, I said there's always 2 offensive linemen that go in the top 10. I got the book right here. You want me to do it again? I got the book right here. It's always 2 offensive linemen that go in the top 10. Let me do this now. Because
It's my man from
trying to do this,
Michigan,
bro.
Olu.
You trying to do this.
And he a tackle.
You trying to do this. Yep. Right there.
Joe,
I see him right here. Olulama for Shashu. Penn State. He's going top 10. Then they got Joe out, Notre Dame. Another Notre Dame. Yeah. So I named us the 2. What are we doing, Joe? You know. Listen, you seen the Falcons need O-line help. The Giants need O-line help. You mean to tell me that these dudes ain't going top 10? Both of them dudes going top 10. Didn't they say Julian Pearl from Illinois? Julian Pearl from Illinois. Walter Roos from Oklahoma. Possible first round joints. But those 2 boys out in Fashanu, top 10.
I already know. I got Fashanu on my team now. I know.
Look, versus a stud, he's a no. I'm not knocking him. But this is the talent so stacked, bro.
I'm saying, just like you're reading the magazine, I'm going off of what the media is saying. And if the media is saying the Falcons will be back at pick number 8.
Y'all ain't, you already knew that. You already know, y'all, there's no fucking way with that bullshit ass schedule that y'all are finishing at the 8th pick. You already know that. Unless y'all got a trade where y'all picking whoever, like a sorry ass team, and y'all picking their pick, and they're in the top 10, then I can see it. Because Philly did that last year. Philly did it 2 years ago. I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? So they did it last year, matter of fact. Yeah, exactly. So if y'all do some shit like that, I can totally see it. It works.
No, but no.
Y'all
like I said,
Verse ain't going to.
Like I said, just like you're reading the magazine from the media.
I'm looking at what the linebackers are going to be, because we already know Dallas Turner's going top 10. And I ain't spoken no linebacker. And then you also got to think, corners. Who's the corners that's going? If Hunter leaves?
No, this was his second year?
I think it's his junior year.
This is his second year.
Right. It might be his second year, because the first year was Jackson State. And then
the first year was Jackson State. Then he transferred.
Yeah.
So he has another season. That's why they said Shador would get it this year, but he would get it next year.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's shown that he can do it with Shador, but then next year he just showed that he can't.
Do you think he should come out as a corner or a receiver? Because it's different money that they make. So that's why I'm asking that question. Like, it's drastically different, by the way, but go ahead. It's drastically different. Holy shit. It's not even close, by the way. I'm thinking he's going to come out as a receiver that can play corner, because it's way more money at receiver than it is at corner. He can do both, but I'm thinking he's going to label himself as a receiver first, because that's where the money is. If you look at who the top corner is, salary-wise, and you look at who the top receiver is, salary-wise, it's almost laughable.
Mm-hmm. I believe it.
Yeah.
Because the main position on defense is edge rusher.
Yeah, it's not corner. Right. Now, we can say that too about offense. The main position is the quarterback. But right after that, It could be that left tackle or it could be receiver, but they both get paid well.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm gonna say. It could be left tackle too, because if you don't have that left tackle, that quarterback getting blindsided because most quarterbacks are right-handed. See what I'm saying?
In offense, it's usually quarterback that get paid the
Yep.
most, then
Mm-hmm.
left tackle and wide
Left
receiver
tackle
they
and
get
wide receiver.
paid.
Yep, that's exactly it.
On defense right now is edge rusher, and then it's a big drop off between edge rusher and the next highest paid player on defense,
Facts.
which is corner.
Uh, there's linebackers making big money too now. You got to look at Rohan's
Yeah,
contract. Yeah, big money now, and the linebackers they're getting paid. Because remember, especially if you're that Mike linebacker, you are the quarterback of the defense. It's not a corner. It's you making the plays. You making the calls.
I mean, Roquan just reset the market for real. Like, he really reset the market because, in all
But
honesty,
he's worth it. He's
Fred
making
Warner,
the calls.
Fred Warner should be getting that type of money if that's what they're going with it. With
I think
Mike
he will.
linebacker.
I think he will. I think he will. I'm thinking linebacker too now. Yeah. Then I would go tackle. Then I would go defensive tackle because they getting paid. You see Donald's contract. You see Lawrence's contract. Then you go to the corner. And then you go. The
His corners out there getting paid.
Safeties make the least.
Yeah, safeties like
They make the least, bro. They digging them dirty like running backs on offense. It's bad. I'm like, hey. And I feel bad for Deion's son, Silo, because he's eligible to come up. He's a senior this year, and he plays.
I would take Silo.
Yeah, like in the second round.
Silo.
Yeah, he's not a first round pick though.
No, I take him like third round.
You know what? A great first game too. Your boy Will Anderson, great game.
Oh yeah,
got him a sack. We love when
Man, did you?
Yeah. Oh, and D'Amico's boys play good. His boys play good. They didn't win, but they play good. Yeah, D'Amico's boys play.
That's all we need to see.
They played better than what I thought.
They score points.
This shit now is media. They don't even got Jared Verse as the top two defensive ends. They got your boy JT Tuilamola from Ohio State. I told you it was always Ohio State boy that come up. And then they got
more of a defensive end.
Braylon Trice from Washington. Now I think that Jared Verse is going to overtake him because Jared Verse is having a great season. But that JT Tuilamola, I've heard his name roll off. And JT
is he's more of a defensive end, like a 3-4 defensive end.
Okay.
So they're gonna have him all bunched up as defensive ends.
But it's two different roles, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So you saying the style that Jared plays, he's number one in that. JT in his style that he plays, he's number one in that because they are different. I got you. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is, what happens if JT is selected in the top 10 and that pushes Jared out to like 11 through 15? That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible.
And that also depends on fit because it could be a team that needs more of Jared Verse's style of play and they pick him in the top 10 and then JT falls to 11 to 15. That's fine.
That goes back to me saying if a team like the Atlanta Falcons is picking at number 8, like the media says, we would take Verse over JT.
Okay.
Because we need that edge presence.
Yeah.
We whipped on Brian Burns. Like we whipped on him.
Yeah. That would have been nice.
Whiff.
Yeah.
But Jared Verse gives me Brian Burns vibes. Me personally, I didn't care for Brian Burns when he was coming out because he was giving me Vic Beasley vibes.
Right. Yeah.
But
I didn't expect
Brian
Burns to actually be this good when he came out. I didn't expect it either. I thought he was a little too slim.
Yeah.
But he's proven me wrong. But Verse is thicker than
everybody.
Verse is thicker than Burns is coming out. He's got more muscle to him, so
thank you.
He's more put together.
Thank you. So that's
He like
That's my
looks the
whole
part.
point.
Yeah, he looks the part. Brian Burns didn't look the part, besides his height, because I think he's like 6'5", but he was like a slim 6'5", if that makes sense. Versus like he got some thickness to him where he could take a pad and shrug it off. You know what I mean? Yeah. But all
Mm-hmm.
right, man. I mean, they. I don't know. Man. I think that
That's all
top
I'm
10.
saying.
When you see that top 10, bro, and it's like 3 quarterbacks, 2 linemen, 2 receivers.
Let's just. So we're just gonna say the Falcons won't be in the top 10 because the
No
media
shit.
says we will.
Giants might be top 1. So listen. And we gonna get your boy. Yo, get that Notre Dame dude or whatever the fuck. We hurting, bro. Man, we gonna get dropping guards. We gonna move down and get a guard or something. We need something. We hurting. So yeah, Giants looking like, I'm telling you, man, worst team in the league. We scored no points, bro. Now we gonna end this shit on the Giants scored nothing. All you can do is laugh. You're like, God damn, is this my life? Fuck, man, I had a great summer. It was like,
Bro, you should have
fault,
seen.
bro.
You should have seen my
Take this.
motherfucking
You thought
face.
you was
I was
gonna, you
in
thought you
the
was living
gym.
life. Take this.
Bro,
Thought you was enjoying
I
it.
was in the, like I fell
Fuck your
asleep on
yachts.
y'all games too. I woke up. We went to the
Man.
gym.
Oh
I'm on
man,
the
I went to sleep,
treadmill
bro.
and I'm looking up and I was like, yeah, they
It's
got
still no
they
points, bro.
ass.
Beat down, bro. Like, and the Cowboys are good, but they're not that good. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck is happening here? Shout out to them, but man, if the Giants look, we could be in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes. We lose to the Cardinals. Who else? Where's he else gonna go? He's gonna go to the Giants.
I mean, I think he'd rather go to the
Listen, if
Giants
we
than
lose
Arizona.
to the Cardinals, how can we win another game? That's the worst team on our schedule. Yeah, that's the worst team on our schedule. Like, if you lose to the worst team on your schedule, that makes you the worst team in the league. you pick number 1.
I tried to tell you before the season even started. Like I got one hell of a schedule.
Yeah, wasn't expecting to score no points in week 1. I think that's what the issue is. I wasn't expecting to score no points.
I mean,
0.
I think
like
y'all
a goose egg. We
I
missed
think
2
y'all
field
know
goals,
y'all
bro.
just came out. Y'all just came out and just laid it.
We was like, man, fuck this rain. We're like a cat. Cat don't want to get wet. We didn't want to get wet. We was like, fuck this shit. It was cool.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway, so that's the pod, man. We talked a little bit about college football. Shout out to Prime. Keep winning. No's winning. LSU, your team won a game, so y'all won. You know what I'm saying? 1-1. Y'all still
Fuck
ranked.
Brian Kelly.
Yeah, we can't stand that coach. We can't stand that coach. Yeah, but we like the squad. I want to see Neighbors do real well. Yeah, man.
It's a couple people I want to see do.
Yeah. I like LSU as a program, man. But there's so many. Imagine Dion at LSU. That's what I'm talking about. If you're gonna let go big Coach O, you bring in Dion, bro. The swag levels would have been immaculate, bro. In New Orleans, dog. well, not New Orleans, but Baton Rouge. I'm gonna say that. But in Louisiana, and then you're not even moving too far from Mississippi and Jackson State. You right? You shipping down I-10. I did that for some ass. Like you could have been. Imagine Dion at LSU. You would have probably had a jersey on. Oh, and then the first game would have been against Florida State. It would have been so perfect. That would have been perfect, bro. If he went to LSU and then you played Florida State. Anyway, that would have been awesome. But you stuck with Brian Kelly. There's some fraud vanilla coaches out there that just like frauds, but they keep getting positions. There's like 5 I can name right now.
I don't know
bro.
who at the top. It's like is Matt Rule 1A and then like Brian Kelly 1B.
You gotta get Brian Kelly in there. You gotta get Sarkisian in there. He sucks. I hate Sarkisian. You gotta get Josh Daniels. You got to get what's the Staley dude off of fucking San Diego? You got to put him at 5. Fuck that guy too. Those 5 dudes can just fall off the face of the earth, man. I hate all 5 of them motherfuckers. Fuck those coaches. Those 5 right there. Staley, fucking asshat, bro. Fuck that guy. I think it's Staley. I don't want to get it mixed up with the dude from San Francisco. I like him, Kyle, whatever the fuck his name is. But I hate Staley from San Diego. He's trash.
Yeah, Dan Staley.
Yeah, I hate him. I hate him. Wait, yeah, because they lost, right? Yeah, they lost against Miami. Miami's a good team. Now, I like Miami. I like Miami's coach. I like everything Miami got going on. Tyreek said, I'm putting up 2,000 yards this season. He's on pace for 3,000 yards, by the way.
I got 2 on my fantasy team.
Tyreek said, I'm getting 2,000 yards this season. I'm like, bro, you on pace for 3,000? I think 600 yards is the pace that he's on. But I know he's not going to do that every week. But goddamn.
Like, I got 2 and Joe Burrow on my fantasy team. I can't
wow, you got
lose.
some good. Hey, that's a great fantasy team right there, man. Who are your receivers?
D-Hop, Chris Olave.
Okay, I like Chris. D-Hop for the Titans. I don't like because of the quarterback.
Yeah. I was about to trade for another receiver earlier.
I don't like him because of the quarterback, bro.
But
he should be the number 1 there because we know Burks his ass. But is Tannehill gonna get them the ball?
no. That's why I said I was going to trade for another receiver. I don't trust Tannehill.
Bro.
I look at situations. I don't look at the player.
I bet you on that. What you should have got is like that boy George Pickens, because I think he gonna do some damage in Pittsburgh. I'm high on
I had that
Pickens.
nigga and I let him go.
No, you let him go, bro. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing?
He wasn't doing shit.
What are we doing letting him go, bro? You can't let that guy, bro. You had Pickens and you let him go?
Nah. I fucked up.
Zay Flowers for Baltimore, dog. He was playing. Look at his stats. Zay Flowers was looking like a nice little dog right there in fucking Baltimore. So I like that. He's getting that good rapport with Lamar already. Already off week 1. Oh, that's everything's up. I like it. Yeah, I like it. Of course, another one, Amon-Ra St. Brown. You see how he was doing. I think he's going to be doing that all season. All season. You know.
He will.
Yeah, I think he's doing that all season. So, liking Amon-Ra. But it's some fantasy studs out there, man. Some duds. A lot of New York Giants. We're all duds. But there's some boys out there. Fucking Chargers got another running back because they was splitting carries with Eckler. There's another little running back that got in there. It's pretty nice. Yeah.
Isaiah Spiller.
Yep. There he is. I wonder what is he like, the cousin or nephew of CJ Spiller? I always wondered that.
I think so. He wanted it too.
Yeah, man. Anyway, but that's the part right there, man. Episode 9. We talked a little bit about my bum ass Giants, how the Falcons need to improve their line. We talked a lot about college football. Shout out to Prime, like I said again. Nose doing good. Go Nose. See if we can stay in the top 4 all season. Clemson don't look that good. So Klubnik, he had like 4 touchdown passes, but I think it was against Ball State. Same as Ohio State. Like they know these bullshit programs. They always schedule like absolute bums in week 2, absolute garbage. You're sending them $1 million to beat their ass programs. So I'm not putting too much into anything that motherfucking he does against Ball State. I don't even know which fucking state that's in. What the fuck? They play like balls. So anyway, yeah. But I'm gonna leave it on that note, man. Pro Football Rants with Reggie and Joe. I'm gonna catch you. Remember, YouTube, like the YouTube channel. Shout out to the YouTube. This is live on YouTube. We're gonna be here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. We got on, actually gave you guys a little early. We was ready to go. My boy Joe texted me at 5 something. He was like, I'm ready when you. I said, oh, my boy ready to pod. And this is a good pod right here, man. A lot of laughs, a lot of egg on my face. Falcons got the win. We talked a little bit about draft also and draft rankings and the studs that I'm telling you, this is going to be one of the all-time drafts. This upcoming 2024 draft. Let me tell you. Oh, just to let you know, I looked up our boy Nate Palmer. He didn't have as good of a senior season as he did his junior year. He dropped down to a 3-star running back. Yeah, that's why I couldn't find him. I was like, where is he at? I thought he was a 4-star, moving his way up to 5, but he moved down to 3. He's like, I think, 6th or 7th in the state of Texas, and that's probably why he chose TC.
Okay. And then, and one more name to look out for. My young man, Jacob Crosby Mosey.
Okay.
He out of Florida.
Okay.
He's an athlete.
Okay.
Like,
Stud.
but he just committed to Wake Forest.
Really? Okay. Wake Forest. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
he had I think he had like over 10 offers, but he chose Wake Forest.
Which position? He said he's an athlete, so that normally means in high school you played multiple positions. What do you think his college position is going to be?
I believe he'll be somewhere on defense.
Oh.
Because I mean, he can play wide receiver. Like he just had a big game at wide receiver, like 173 yards, and I think 3 touchdowns.
Okay.
At wide receiver, but then he plays defense just as well. So I really can't call it with him. That's really his decision.
Do you feel Travis Hunter will go number 1?
I believe he can. Yeah.
I believe he can. I don't think he's going to. I think it's going to be a situation where he's picked number 3 like Stingley, your boy, was. I'm thinking it's probably going to be 2 quarterbacks, and then he's the next person on.
Yeah.
Because of the quarterback, how valuable it is, they turn him over quick. I'm thinking it'll be something like that.
Yeah, but he's going to prove to be the best player.
He's going to be salty as fuck against them 2 teams that passed on, for sure.
Yeah.
I think he's going to play with that chip on his shoulder. But I think he goes number 3. Especially, I hate Stingley. If Stingley go number 3, then motherfucker Travis Hunter should go.
Hey, Stingley.
+6.
Stingley just had a good game. Ain't gonna hold you. Stingley just had a good game.
I'm never gonna like him. I'm gonna hate on him for life, bro. I'm telling you, right the fuck now. It ain't shit you can tell me. Fuck that guy. He in the doghouse. Him and bum ass Eli Apple playing for the Dolphins. That's another reason. I'm like, I like the Dolphins, but Eli Apple plays for the bums, bro. And you see what he doing to his baby mother? He was telling her she should abort the kid. The kid was 6 months in her. Yo, he's a piece of shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
She got a bounty on that man's head.
Yeah, bro.
But
that's some cold shit. Like, you 6 months pregnant? He like, nah, abort that shit. He said, fuck that kid. Yo. His mom is a piece of shit, and he's a piece of shit. And I was telling niggas that since day fucking 1. And it's got worse. I was good. Cincinnati got rid of his bum ass because they saw he was fucking trash. And then the Dolphins pick him up.
That's why you never see Michael Blackson with him. That's why you never see Michael Blackson.
That's why you never see. I'm telling you, they're the same dude. At least Michael Blackson's funny. Eli Apple's just an alien looking ass motherfucker.
Boy. That's his uncle. Like, that's his uncle. He don't he won't claim him no.
But
he won't.
You see how in the Dolphins lineup, he's in a good position because he's not facing any of the top 2 receivers. He's facing the 3rd receiver. He's playing that slot.
Yeah.
So it works. Yeah. You got Ramsey, you got Howard.
I don't always work out for niggas like him because he can. If we play the Dolphins, we put Kyle Pitts in the slot.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he gonna get ate up by Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
We put Drake London in the slot. And we like big slot receivers down in the lineup. So yeah. So that shit won't always work out for him, but
I don't think it should work out at all. I think Eli Apple is buns. I think he's trash. I think he's worse than Adoree Jackson for me. And that's saying a lot. But I think Eli Apple's one of the worst cornerbacks. Yeah.
That nigga worse than Jason Webster. You know I hate that.
Yeah. Give me Jason Webster all day, every day.
And I hate
talk shit in the media.
I hate
talk
that
shit
nigga
to
with
fans.
a passion. Bro.
Like Eli Apple's a literal. It's certain people that are like pieces of shit. That's really what Eli Apple is. His mom too. Fuck Annie Apple. Fuck Eli Apple.
Like both of them. It's like
I almost switched from apples to grapes. That's my favorite fruit.
And then he's the second piece.
I'm about to say, no,
Like,
fuck all apples, dude. I'm going grapes. Fuck. That's how bad it was.
yeah, man.
And I love apple juice. I
But
was like, man, you know what? Fuck this shit. It's fucking apple juice. I'm going with white grape now. Fuck. But all right, man. I hate Eli Apple. If it's one dude I'm gonna hate on for life, it's gonna be Eli Apple. For forever. Like it's violence. I hate him. I hate everything he stands for. Fuck that guy. Anyway, I'm mad he went to the Dolphins. I would have wanted him to go to the Bucks. Didn't the Bucks win? Which was crazy. What is happening?
Yeah, the Bucks won.
I couldn't call that either. Anyway, it was a wild weekend. I couldn't get over my team being the worst. But the fucking Bucks won. Carolina almost won. Fuck, Washington won. Cincinnati got their ass whooped. It was so wild, man. I never would have thought Cincinnati would have lost to Cleveland. I never would have thought we would have lost like that to Dallas, but here we are. Kansas City lost. It was everywhere. Didn't the Rams win? Or they pulled up just short? I know there was a competition between them teams, and I thought the Rams was gonna be like laid over, but no, they actually played hard, unlike the Giants. But anyway, let me get out of here, man. This was the podcast here. We just ran it on for like 3 or 4 hours. We'll catch you guys every Tuesday, 7 p.m. sharp. Be there on the YouTube channel, Pro Football with Reggie and Joe. Joe, any last words?
No, sir. We out of here tonight.
Man. Go Falcons, fuck it. Since the Giants ain't gonna play hard. All right, we out. Motherfuckers. Oh, man. Mm-hmm.